So, and again, if you are on YouTube, the unedited VOD will be only available for members, just as a heads up. Just joining the YouTube live chat just to hang out for fun. All I can say, hey, well, I'm glad. Scylla is flying. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why do you care, huh? Why do you care, huh? Train ready to launch. All right, let's look at my Anaxa, who is ass. I haven't leveled up any of the relics, but I think the relics are pretty okay. I think the only relic I really need to change is maybe this crit rate, because the substats are ass. Or this rope. But I think, honestly, without grinding for any of the materials, I think it's pretty solid. Your streams helped me with melee. Hey, I'm glad. But yeah, we've leveled up his, we need to grind for his traces is the only thing. So I might just do that while we talk with chat. Like, I know I've just been kind of eating shit already, but might as well. Oh god, that crit damage. I mean, I haven't even leveled up any of the, relics. Who needs a plane? Get in the water! Get in the water. I'm running him on Scholar while I farm other sets.
Show no mercy.
You're using the Eagle set? Yeah, that's what Pridewin and the game both recommended, so. Yeah, I know that they recommend Anaxa have like at least 130 speed, so. Also, chat, do I need to move the chat higher? Like, is that better? So it doesn't cover up as much? Because I feel like it was like a little too low. Speed if you're running with Herta. I mean, that was gonna be the plan. Oh yeah, thanks, Michael. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll just grind a bit more. Eagle set or Scholar is fine. Wait, he was in Danny's video? Yeah, I was in Danny Mata's video. He did one for I forgot the exact album, like which saga he was doing, but we did a get in the comments. Get in the comments. It was really funny because I sang the whole thing, even though he asked me to do certain parts. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. Like, I was literally about to go to Miami, and I was just like, let me do it now. What were these, hold on. Let me see, what was it? These lyrics that he sent me. It was really funny because he just sent it to me and then I completely forgot. It was, get in the comments. They're not Romans, they're all Greek. Athena's not taking your shit. Get in the comments. Get in the comments. Jorge gave you a playlist. Enjoy the heat now, Icarus. Get in the comment. Like, I remember I was like so tired. I was like, fuck it. I was like, get in the comments. Like, what in the fan made? Oh, it was 100% fan made.
Everything in this world.
It was really funny because I was like, oh, is he gonna mix it? And then I heard it and I was like, oh, it's just unedited. Like, he didn't even fine tune it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cute. Fuck it. Who are those little redhead girls? Oh, that's Treeby, Trian, and Trinan.
Here, the thunder.
So, how do you like the fake characters? I mean, I gotta see more. I gotta see like a Keeping Up with Star Rail, but I mean, just seeing the saber animation, I thought it was great. Thought it was really cool. Very very reminiscent of the anime. Let me see, which I still haven't watched, by the way. I think, by the way, I think there's a relic of Herta that I haven't leveled up. Okay, I did level it up. Okay, because I remember for a bit there was like a relic that I did not level up. Yeah, Archer for free is crazy. Okay, I think this will be fine. I mean, I obviously need to work on him, but I just want to use up materials and stuff so then I can get more nameless honor. I mean, the funny thing is, I could try straight up pure fiction, and I think I'd be fine. Oh, my cats are fighting. You got it. Guys, be gentle. My cat's being Apollo and Kylo, by the way. I bet I could do this in auto battle. Yeah, I bet I could do this in auto battle. Bro, imagine. Fucking put him in there. Why not? Why not? Auto battle. Pure fiction. Fuck it. Let's see. It says it needs a lightning, but I don't think so. I mean, hold on. For this one, we'll do the usual Jingyuan and then Treeby, wherever the hell Treeby is. Hey, thank you for the sub. Vitamin. Where did you go? I'm so blind, dude. There you are. Jesus. Where's my Sunday? Nice. And then I guess we'll use Event Train here. Would this be overkill? Would this is unnecessary, right? Like, just I should probably bring a healer, but I'm so confident that I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. It's fine. I don't need it. It's fine. It's fine. Famous last words. It's fine. It's fine.
I commend.
It's fine.
A day feeling lucky.
Get her ass! Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna auto battle, because this just reminds me, it's like, oh, how, it's like, who plays the game on auto battle? You have goated characters. It's fine. Well, true. Castress with no healer? Oh shit, yeah. Whoops. I forgot about Castress. It'll be fine! It'll be fine! It'll be fine. I should have added Lingshar or something. Or not used Castress. Help the trash can. The trash can's long gone.
Show no mercy.
You need a Lord Shot for Cass? Yeah, because of the auto heal, right? Yeah. Yeah. Or Gallagher. I don't have Gallagher built still. Is that it? Oh, okay. I was like, that was it? But I'll save them after you do it. Okay. Yeah, we are going to tackle it. Like, here's the thing. I literally don't have anything tomorrow until like 3. But I'm pretty sure I'm so early in the story that I don't think we're going to finish it. I've been debating about tomorrow what we're going to stream. Because I told Simba I wanted to try Claire Obscura. Because I haven't tried it at all. But I feel like chat, I don't know if chat would fuck with that. Like Expedition 33.
Show no mercy.
A Void Nova. Think of the tier 1. They won't. Yeah.
Watch your head.
Holy fuck, your team is OP. Bro, I didn't even look. They're fine. You should absolutely play it. I mean, yeah. 0 cycle. Oh, is that it? Bro, this is stage 3. And I heard folks are liking Expedition 33. Oh, they're fucking loving it. I see Wolf Girl. Thank you for the tier 1. All right, let's see. The Herta.
I was expecting something bigger.
Ooh, impair. Impair. What does Castress do? Anyway. Terrified. Oh, that wasn't even a weakness. It's fine. Let's see how this works. Let's see how this auto goes. This is gonna be awful. Or maybe it'll be amazing. Maybe it'll be amazing. 2 not build characters.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Because you have to remember, Anaxagoras and casters are not fully built.
Expanding. What a crow. Bending the rules. There's no backing out now.
Sit back and watch. Oh, I'm sitting, not watching.
The little back.
They're doing pretty good. Hey, they're pretty good. yeah, they're pretty. You don't have healers for Kaz? Not on this team. I just kind of went in blindly, dude. Hey, they're kind of killing it. Hold up.
Nothing but a point.
Yeah, they're kind of crushing this shit.
Time for a lesson.
Insanity. With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Okay.
Hey, don't worry, they're fine, chat. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. All right. We're back in business. We're back in business.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a
Where is bro's healer? I forgot that one.
There's no backing out now. For me or you. Expand your thinking.
See, they're fine, chat. They're fine. Hey, they're doing way better than I thought.
Who's the little backstabber? As you wish.
Oh no.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a
You got 3 stars already? Of course I did. Herdo with 1 HP and a dream. Dude, 1 hit and they're all fucking dead.
Bending the rules. Don't let me down.
Don't let me down.
I reforge all
Man, Blade
things.
wishes he was on this team.
Insanity.
Blade wishes he was on this team.
To the soul.
Look at him go! Ah, here it is. Oh no. Oh, they're done. Oh, they're done. Oh, they're done. Oh god! Ooh, they're done. Anyway, you see, that's what happens when you don't add a healer. And I'm still good, baby. Woo! God, that was so funny. That was so funny. Note to self: add a healer. Literally almost perfect run anyway, dude. For real. Oh man. Okay, I do have to switch out this team. Honestly, with casters, all I have to do is switch out the put a healer on here. We could add Ling Sha if anything. Let me get Ling Sha in there. All right. What about you? Actually. Hey, Anonymous, thank you for the gifted. Wave 3. I'm looking, well, I think it'll still work because I'm gonna leave it. I think it'll still be fine. I think it'll still be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. No, we haven't watched the concert. We're going to watch the concert after the fact. Heading out, have fun with 3.2. Hey, thank you, Cat Easy. All right.
Feeling lucky. A day of peace.
Take this. Let's see how this goes. This will be interesting. Well, my new goal is to gradually E6 my Jingyu, then good luck.
Watch over you.
You have E6 streaming, E6 Jingyu with E2 Sunday. You're fine. I mean, you're right. Link's the healer, Jesus. Yeah, it's fine.
Show no mercy.
Banjai! I mean, it's going pretty well. Still haven't had to do anything. These Emporius characters are killing me though. They're so cool. I mean, Anaxa is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite design in the game for sure.
Spend freely. Serenity is before me. Conflict is pitiless.
I found that Mighty with Sunday on either Bronya or Remen TB, and a good healer goes nuts.
Show no mercy.
I just play what I like, which honestly, that's kind of what folks should do anyway. Just play what you like. Erudition support or hyper carry Anaxa? Which is the one that makes him good with Jing Yuan? So just have him be... The problem is that erudition support. The problem is if I kind of want to rock a Jing Yuan, Treevee, Anaxa Sunday team, but I don't think that's possible. I think I either have to have Treevee or change Treevee, which I don't want to do with Jing Yuan. You know what I mean? Ooh, this is bad. Put Robin... Disgusting. No. What the fuck? Oh, you're saying if I do that team, put Robin over Sunday. I see what you're saying. I was like, what did you say to me? The buff? Sunday's whole purpose is to buff Jing Yuan, and you want me to get rid of Sunday?
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
And Chad, I know what you're thinking. Sunday is not only there for Jing Yuan.
Was that it?
And he is to me. That's the only reason he's on the team.
Bust.
How strong is Treevee? Treevee is actually OP as fuck.
Here is thunder.
Especially E6 Treevee. E6 Treevee is busted. Hold on, let me actually see what Pridwin has Treevee as. Treevee is still triple T0.
Show no mercy.
Bro, Treevee is nuts. Treevee is still like, dude, that's insane. Treevee is part of the rank 1 team in all of Star Rail, which is Castris, Remembrance Trailblazer, Treevee, and Gallagher. According to Pridwin, the best team in Memory of Chaos, that is it. That's nuts. And she's T0 in all 3 endgame modes. That's crazy. Also, I looked away.
Or maybe I'll take
You struggling, Kafka?
Watch your head.
Go, go, go! All right, we got our 4,000. All right, this time. Ooh, this will be bad.
Watch this magic.
Impair. Support. Let's break them. All right, let's see how this goes. Now that we actually have a healer. I mean, we got rid of Castris, mind you. But I think this will be an okay team.
I reforge all things.
You're a stubborn one.
Look, as long as we get the points, who cares? Anaxa is built already? Nope. Anaxa is not built, actually.
Nothing but a boy.
But you know what? I thought, hey, we have the Herda. I think it's fine.
Me or you.
I think it'll be fine.
Misery. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
I mean, we're doing pretty all right. Hey, thank you for the gifted to Honkai Nexus Anima.
Nothing but a boy.
Honestly, not so built Anaxa is still broken, dude.
Watch it crumble.
Sure is.
Bending the rules.
Yeah, my the Herda is built. And so are Jade and Ling Sha.
Be of your body and mind. Everything in this world is bleeding. Open sesame.
Open sesame.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a boy.
That's how I felt with level 40 Jade. Really? Expand your thinking.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Insanity. With this divine power, I reforge
Who needs to build
all
characters if all the
things.
enemies are dead? True. Hey, Anonymous, thank you for gifting it to those whose sly there in the dark. I don't know what you do. Okay. But thank you.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a point.
Sunday Skipper. Sunday Skipper!
Open sesame. Watch it crumble.
Oh, Slytherin. Oh. Bro, I can't read.
Up your body and mind. Everything in this world is bleeding.
Oh, those who slither in the dark. Dude, I can't read.
Insanity.
Majin the Sunday Skipper. Yeah, I'm a DBZ fan, chat. I can't read.
Who's the little backstabber?
Hey, thank you for the super chat of 5. Why is it that you don't stream with the squad?
Bending the rules. I always deliver.
Um,
Time to cleanse the filth.
With this divine power, I
because
reforge all
it just doesn't
things.
time out right?
To the soul.
I mean,
Insanity.
that's all it is.
Open sesame. Endless riddle.
I mean, I don't even think they're streaming right now.
Time for a
It literally is just because of, of timing. That's all it is.
bending the rules. There's no backing out now, for me or you.
To the soul. Insanity.
What the fuck?
Be of your body and mind.
Imagine squad having lives outside of streaming. Couldn't be. It couldn't be true.
I reforge all things.
Hey, Jaybird. Thank you for the tier 1. Oh, dude, I wasn't even paying attention to his theme.
Nothing but a point. Open sesame.
Open sesame!
Who's the little backstabber?
Does this motherfucker have bleed?
Everything in this world.
What is that? He has like death. What is this, Elden Ring? Do you guys see that?
So tiring.
Like the health? What is this shit?
To the soul. Insanity.
Corruption? Bro,
Time to cleanse the filth.
I'm playing Honkai Star Rail, not Elden Ring. What is going on?
Riddle. Nothing but a point.
I guess the Flame Reaver does look like Teach.
Time for a
I
lesson.
see the vision.
To the soul.
I see the vision, chat.
With this divine power, I reforge all things.
Open sesame. Bending the
Open
rules.
sesame.
There's no backing out now, for me or you.
Also, I think I'm good on points. So if we run out of time, I think we're fine.
Endless riddle. Nothing but a point.
How long do your streams go usually? It depends on the day.
Who's the little backstabber?
To the soul. Insanity. So tiring.
Everything in this world
All right, and after this, we'll actually play the story.
is bleeding.
Suffering is eternal.
Be of your body and mind.
Be of pure body and mind. What did you send me? Oh, look at that. We made it. Hold on. What is this? 1 second, chat. Give me 1 sec. Okay. Return to pure fiction. Well, I'm done with pure fiction now, chat. It's that easy. It's that fucking easy. Anyway. Now I don't have to worry about it for 34 days. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Claim all that. Claim my goodies. All right, chat. Finally. Hey, the Nerd King. Thank you for the super chat. Ooh, that's good theory. Honestly, plausible. Very plausible that, yeah. All right. Now then, we have to switch POVs. This is how far I am in the story, by the way. We just got to the Demigod Council, the Dawn Cloud. Which means I probably have like 5 hours or some shit, right, chat? or 10 hours. Majin's like, oh, you're here. Longer? How can it be longer when chat said the thing is 7 hours? How can it be longer than 7 hours?
Professor Nexa!
Shut the fuck up, young scribe. Hey, what up, young scribe?
Professor Nexa? Word has it that the scholars of the Grove valiantly perished resisting the Black Tide. To find you here safe and sound.
Took you 12 hours on stream? Jesus. 100% streamer text, true.
You could say it's the fates toying with us.
Love the fates.
It's only the Kremnoans and Idonians who chase glory through death. But your survival is a victory in itself. I'd settle for that gladly.
Damn, you're getting called out, Kohi. Aki's like, because you yapped! Because you yapped!
So, are you here to report the incident to the council? I heard that after the Black Tide devoured the Grove, Akuma would be next in line. Even with the demigod of strife.
Oh yeah, Akuma's gone.
Mankind.
They're gone, baby.
Tell me, how much does the Council of Elders know about the Black Tide?
Not enough.
Once Kindness and her followers learned of Circe's and Orynyx's fall, they proclaimed in the council that the Flame Chasers could no longer stand against the calamity alone. Yet, when the Crown Prince ascended to godhood and repelled the Black Tide, she immediately altered her tune, declaring that all was resolved beyond Akuma.
Oh?
With the only remaining menace now being Aglaya and
Huh?
appearance, they might well make their move.
I forgot how much I hate the council.
Assembly.
No surprises there, those shifty opportunists. Thank you for your honesty, virtuous student.
Yes, whose name I totally recall.
Being an opportunist could very well be a facet of wisdom.
Wisdom in this economy? Huh?
Shouldn't you be searching for murals of yourself?
Oh my god.
I've had enough of your prattling.
Jesus.
Oh
man, we're gonna be here a while. What the fuck?
The middle ground between both factions.
Come on, guys.
So I came to listen in. But it seems as though this kindness
Have some
is
faith in me.
much more ruthless than Aglaya.
Give it 10
If
hours.
so, why do you want to work with her? Could it be that perhaps you've decided to readily surrender this hollow shell of yours? Just because you feel like death is fast approaching?
Maybe he just wants to die, Cersei.
I'm afraid you'll be sorely disappointed if that's what you truly think.
God, an X is so cool. Alright, where do I go from here? No, I will not do the puzzles, chat. I don't have time to waste. I've already wasted plenty of time in Honkai Star Rail by taking a quiz or doing some other thing. A wizened priest. Someone else's name I don't remember.
I thought that you had died to the Black Tide.
And I thought you died because of age, old man!
As Kefali's priest, are you not aware of the decorum of respecting the dead?
Damn true. How about another quiz? Damn, like that?
Surely you jest. You blasphemous heretics are not worthy of respect from the Supreme Being.
You gotta talk to me like that.
Let me remind you that you're currently in Dawn Cloud, so you'd better keep your deranged language to yourself.
My guy, you need a lozenge.
No longer that altar servant from years ago who could only acquiesce.
You need some
to the
tea.
commands of
You need
others.
some Nimjom.
Now, I have plenty of ways to deal with people like you.
Sounds like Pete.
I'm
From-
not sure whether I should laugh or cry.
Pete from fucking...
I can't believe
From
that a
Disney?
follower such as you
Under your thumb,
would be my
goof.
creation titan. As I see it, a dead titan can't provide you with this level of confidence, right? Then who is it exactly? Could it be
Dude, this like
kindness?
beating thing going on in the background?
You. Seeing how fond
Hey,
of
thank you for
Elder
gifting it to
Titus is,
Jesus.
I shall let
Gracias.
that slide for now. Leave immediately, and don't impede us from receiving the Supreme Being.
Yeah.
As we
Supreme
were able to
Being's
hear
blessing.
of this matter from the mouths of others, it seems that kindness is indeed quite sincere toward us.
Beating?
Perhaps this
It's like a
affair
dong.
proceeds smoother than I had anticipated.
Boom.
Oh my. What a thrill.
Somebody should put you in a box floating down the river, Grandpa.
Of one of Kefali's
Well done,
followers.
Draconian.
Are you praising
The hacking prophecy tablet. That's what I figured.
Praising him, of course. As a believer of the God of deliverance, it is only
Deliver us from
natural
evil.
he detests evil.
Amen.
Didn't you hear me?
Whatever, old man. We're leaving.
Enough of this. Could the 15th
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. CyYu, what happened to you not doing puzzles? Shut the fuck up. Let me do my goddamn puzzles, okay? It's gonna be real quick. All right. It's gonna be. Shit. Shit. Hold on.
You what?
Shit. Hold on. I thought I had it. Wait. Almost. Wait. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Nope. It's the other one. Okay. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Shit. Hold on. I had it. Hold on. I had it. Okay. We're so close. Okay. Nailed it. See, I told you. See, I told you, chat. You just had to trust me. You just had to trust me, okay?
Go melt it down.
Melt it down. And Nax says the goat. Yeah, watch this. Put your hands on the ground! Yeah, you guys didn't know that an Axel was so violent? First try, that's right.
My.
Every plant, every tendril, no, even every leaf could be the embodiment of Circe's.
Circe's.
As a result, mere mortals who did not know what the Titans
Oh
actually
yes,
looked
I love.
like
It's all the
were
people that
being
Anaxa
free
taught that we told to remember all their
instead.
names.
Their wisdom was portrayed as
Yes,
truth
yes, yes.
to
Cersei's
symbolize how
amazing.
they
Cersei's
shared
smart.
knowledge equally among the masses. Such exquisite.
All right, next.
Mural is quite abstract.
And incorrect.
I really can't tell whether you are praising or demeaning yourself.
It's called self-love, Anaxa.
Now I'm quite curious whether the Reason Titan has studied figures of speech before.
Of course, I find
Bro,
such
Cersei's just
stylistic
Joel.
devices interesting. For all we know, this could be the answer to the question, what exactly are we?
Are we the product of some cosmic coincidence?
I, for one,
Or is there really a
am not
god?
willing to admit that I could look
Somewhere?
this ugly.
I don't know, man. It keeps me up at night. You see, there's always a time to
Is
quote Red
this
versus
the
Blue chat.
reason why you failed in your attempt to refine my soul when you were ambushed at the Grove?
Since you are aware of this, why did you save me back then?
Because equivalent exchange.
From my perspective, this point alone was enough to separate you from the average person.
Damn, a brain.
How do two lunatics coexist in the same brain?
Therefore, it seems
Ever wonder why we're
here?
here?
This time is not just to seek protection.
Everyone is Joel! Hey, what up, Turtle?
What then is the intention behind your actions?
To opening the gate of
The
truth.
entire plan
Obviously.
is stored in my memory. So why don't you look there?
Damn.
Then don't mind if I do. 1 year old, 2
A
years
1,
old.
a 2, a 3.
Oh
I can't believe she's
my.
actually
Even
going through all
one
of his
the
memory.
preeminent 7 sages must hug his droma stall to sleep. How interesting.
That's enough.
How unusual. Your soul is actually trembling. This must mean that behind this toy hides a secret that nobody knows, right?
Since our days are both numbered, I don't mind telling you.
Anonymous, thank you for gifting the creased
This is
Jordans.
a present that my sister gave to me. It's a doll that was made to look like our family pet.
And then they both died.
So there are other members in your family.
Hey, what up,
eh?
Yorokobi Boost?
Are they also living in Akama?
Don't you just love to pick through my brain? Go on, continue flipping through my memories.
Not the J's.
It won't take long. You'll discover the answer when you reach the memories of when I was 5.
Oh, the black tide is everywhere. I can't bear to look.
When I was young, I couldn't accept
Damn.
this outcome either. Georios, Aquila, Kefali, and you, of course.
Damn.
Although I prayed to every titan that I could think of for help, my efforts were ultimately futile.
Ah. Your sister got
This-
killed when you begged for the Titan's help. That's crazy.
Could this be The inception of your research into alchemy?
Wait, did you actually try human transmutation?
Indeed it was.
Hold on.
Everything
I didn't even think about that.
started at Verdant Courtyard of yours. When I was pursuing my education there, I naturally also came to learn of Thesis' theory as well.
Oh, I remember that person. He was the one to come up with the concept of souls, right?
Not only that, he also believed that life, as well as the composition, movement, and transformation of matter, all
Hey, I think really
stem
gifted
from
sword
souls
is sub to
themselves.
Lord Moldy Butt.
This is why I thought that, since all living things stem from the same origin,
He's just Edward
why
Elric!
not sacrifice myself
Oh
in order to
my
resurrect
god.
my nearest?
He's just Edward Elric.
Anaxa, you... I did it, teacher.
Not the I
But
did
this
it,
is
teacher.
absolute blasphemy. Regardless of how much freedom the Grove provides, such an act could cause you to be burned at the pyre.
Hold on, chat, I got it.
Your beloved, where is she? Send her away from the Grove at once, to a place where nobody will ever be able to find her. Otherwise, the both of us will be judged by the Council of the Seven Sages.
Calm down, teacher. My sister. She's still not vulnerable.
What do you mean?
Damn.
It was naive of me to think that I could snatch the deceased from Thanatos' grip by merely sacrificing one eye.
Where have Nina and Alexander gone?
Equivalent exchange.
Ah, he said an equivalent exchange! I get so excited every time I hear it.
Was but an opportunity to see her for one final time. Nothing more.
Brother. Bro, not like this.
Go, Anaxa. As one of my best students, I cannot watch you go down the wrong path without doing anything to stop it.
Anaxa.
Never do something terrible ever again. Don't disappoint the deceased and never harm yourself.
I'm going to hell.
If you can do that, this classroom will still be yours, and you'll have a chance to live out your own life.
Anyway.
Since I was able to see her one last time, I have no other desires.
Damn.
You're right, teacher. It's time for me to start a new life.
After I do human transmutation.
I am sincerely glad for you, child.
Casually traumatizing chat, you know.
What topic would you like to study?
Human transmutation.
I wish to continue Thesis'
Oh.
research.
Continue the research into
AKA your girl, thank you for the prime.
But you know that the Grove has long
An anonymous, thank you for gifting it to
philosophy
Scuff.
like the back of their hands. Even if you continue digging into this subject, your efforts will likely be...
Dude, Full Metal Alchemist is such a good show. Highly recommend watching it.
No, teacher. After my fleeting
Saw you
glimpse of
why?
the deadly
I had
fog,
to.
I finally understood a single truth. Since ancient days,
Where's the
our
manliest man,
understanding of
Armstrong? Did
souls
we not
is
witness
but
Mighty?
the tip of the iceberg.
I said
have
first,
lost
Simba.
an eye, but my view of the world has become clearer than ever. I have grasped the truth with my bare hands. Watch as I turn this farcical world upside down.
Upside down. Okay, but who is Mustang?
Who would have thought such a secret lay
wait, do they have to be in them for you?
concealed in that hefty eye patch of yours?
Who's Maze Hughes in this?
However,
That
this
one's
story
tough.
doesn't seem to be connected to your plan. In fact, I'd say that they aren't related at
Ooh,
all.
Maze Hughes would be a tragic Boot Hill
The
story.
answer lies within the tale.
Instead of
If
him
even
dying,
you
it's his
cannot
daughter.
understand it,
Oh,
Perhaps you should
stop.
relinquish the divinity of reason to me. After all, it'd be a waste for you to hold on to it. My story ends here. Now it's time for you to tell me your secret. After all,
Yes!
this is what equivalent exchange means.
Equivalent exchange!
As expected, you laid a trap for me to step into. Unfortunately, even if I was willing to talk about my past,
Oh.
I may not know more about it than you do.
I came here for the HSR story, not to be traumatized.
Oh? Are you saying that the
What?
renowned Reason Titan is now admitting a lack of
I'm sorry.
wisdom? Your followers.
I'm sorry.
are sorely
You came to HSR not to be traumatized? You're in the wrong game. Zenless Zone Zero is over there. Genshin Impact is over there. You know, we've got Infinity Nikki. We've got, you know, we've got that upcoming HSR Pokemon game that I sure will be traumatizing. ZZZ is also depressing. Agreed. But Genshin is in open arms. Yeah, whatever. If you don't want trauma, go play, I don't know, Blueprint. Nope, there's trauma in that. Go play Minecraft. There you go. Think about Jack Black and his chicken jockey. Miitopia, if you will. Go play those if you don't want trauma. Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight was born in the trauma. Anyway.
Oh, child of humanity, remember this. Being cognizant of one's ignorance is the greatest wisdom of all.
Damn. How is that?
Now I understand. No wonder you asked me to answer your random, nonsensical questions.
Not only that, you're the only one who can shed light on my query. As the saying goes, onlookers see most clearly.
Is that so?
Lord Anaxa,
Oh, yes. Hello.
I saw you muttering to yourself.
No, I wasn't muttering to myself. I was talking to a god. I'm enlightened with my third eye.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a message from Lord Lygus.
Who?
Lady
Oh,
Highness
right.
has met up with the Council of Elders and is
A
awaiting your
council of
arrival.
elders.
So please depart forthwith.
Ba-da-ba-bum.
It's finally time.
For my last human my last transmutation circle.
Carefully. The one who created the world, and the one who bears the world. If you truly have not met your end, how will you answer the challenges of those who defy you?
I
True.
didn't expect you to agree to Lady Kindness's invitation. What a wonderful turn of events.
Yeah, you're welcome.
To tell you the truth, there are many people who hold grudges against that Lady Goldweaver.
Aglaia? Hey! Don't worry, I'll take the shot.
Dromas draped in finery.
Hey!
Avoid his gaze. I don't acquaint myself with
Shut the fuck up!
blasphemers.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. He's too full of
Shut up,
pride to
ugly
pay
bitches.
attention.
Your nickname is Dromas as well?
You're all beneath
You
me.
must really like those creatures.
And by me, I mean Anaxa. And Exagoras.
A student of Empedocles? I hear that his views run counter to the Venerationists.
Oh my god, Jesus.
This is what being a scholar is about. A collision of ideas only occurs when there are different
I'm fast as fuck, boy!
beliefs. And it is such collisions that lead to progress.
I was waiting for her this whole time when I didn't need to do
There
that.
are only right and wrong perspectives, neither of which can coexist.
Welcome to the
I'm ready.
Lord Anaxagoras. Oh, I've heard so much about you.
That's me.
Head of the Nusporists of the Grove of Epiphany, notorious blasphemer, a Chrysos heir who bears Circe's core flame, a survivor of the Grove calamity.
Just bolted past Lygus. Yo, fuck Lygus.
Well, if so, please be so kind as to enlighten me.
I've got a bullet with your name on it.
Lady Kindness is already well acquainted with me. I won't waste any effort introducing myself again. But then again,
I've been procrastinating on the story. Me too. That's why I'm doing it now.
A form of etiquette known as honoring guests.
Be
The host will welcome
our
their guest with warm
guest?
hospitality by treating them to fine wine and a cozy bed. And yet,
I may be skipping some of the dialogue that I don't think is
I have
really
not been welcomed
that important, by
with
the way.
warm courtesy or ceremonial gifts. Instead, I met with intense scrutiny.
Yes.
Even more absurd, the host has sharpened their blade and instructed their servants to lie in wait in the shadows. Perhaps you intend to cut open my heart, retrieve the core flame, and then hold a grand feast
Damn.
for all of the guests.
Everyone, stand down.
Damn, they really gonna open me up? Damn, cut my chest open for the core flame?
I am but a feeble scholar who is not used to the stench of
He's so full of shit.
No need to be humble, my lord. From my perspective,
Bring
your
wise
courage
VA
and
for
devotion
highest
are
pull
worthy
with
of the
friends.
reputation of the said sages.
That's a maybe.
Your bravery is more than adequate.
I'm sure
to
Steven would be
accomplish
fine with it.
a perilous endeavor.
Hey, what up, buddy? See ya, family.
You wish to start a war?
War is such a ugly word.
Well, since the Chrysos heirs are calling for war, we will respond in kind.
Oh my god, he said, she said. Oh, it's like being put in between a fucking divorced parents fighting. We get it!
Commoners with blood of gold, we will not hesitate to display the rights and mettle the citizens of Akama are so entitled to. As to your question of whether peace is still a viable option, well, to that, I can only say this. Everything hinges on
Hey, thank you for the
assembly,
resub
and
with the
they
7
have a
months.
sudden epiphany amid the clamor of the masses. And since you, as a Chrysos heir, accepted our invitation, you have indeed given us a glimmer of hope.
What brazen
Hey, so did mine, Nico.
What you're saying right now is worlds apart from what you were saying before you retired.
Relatable.
Cleaners.
I don't deny it.
War.
After all,
War
they're
never changes.
responsible for cleaning up any threats, and just a moment ago, you were on the side of the
His
Chrysos
waist is smaller than a vent. That's what you're paying attention
But
to?
now that you're an ally of ours, we can continue talking somewhere else. As you know, these walls have ears.
That's right. I'm in them. I'm in the walls.
I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to discuss a treatise about the veneration
Bro, Sir Linus isn't
of
even
the
here.
teacher, Empedocles. Yet, it seems you
It was proven that an
subscribe to
axe is the
forests
thinnest man.
instead,
Yeah,
Lord
because he's dead,
Anaxa.
guys. He's decomposing.
I've
Stop
heard
making
that
fun of my
this
boy.
school of thought is one with many detractors.
Jabroni Mike!
Supporters and dissenters.
With the
Just like
raid!
how there are
How
two
is it
types of
going,
people in this
Raider?
world.
Totally a normal raid. Totally a normal
Geniuses
raid.
And dimwits.
How's it going, Raiders? I'm CyYu, the Cyborg CyYu. How's it going, Raiders? How's it going? Hope your stream went well. How you doing, everybody? If you guys don't know who I am, I'm CyYu, the Cyborg CyYu. I'm a professional voice actor, gone VTuber. If you'd like to know what I've been in, !VA in the chat to give you an idea of what character I voice. Let me pull him up real quick because I do voice in this game. It's this guy, this hot guy. His name is Jingyuan. But welcome everybody. I voiced a bunch of other characters. !VA in the chat. By the way, for those of you who are on Twitch, I'm also live on YouTube over on CyYuVtuber. And yeah, thank you everybody for stopping by. I hope you all had a good stream. Hope you all had a good stream. Can we get a shout out? Is that it? Like, I never tell people to do shout outs just because I just assume people realize the shout out when the person rated. But if we can get, you know. Oh yeah, we were talking about trauma, Full Metal Alchemist. I was doing a really dumb bit. You know, the usual. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for giving Jabroni a shout out. Yeah. Thanks for the raid, dude. Anyway. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Apollo, I swear to God, if you start biting my shit again, I will be upset. Anyway. Normal raid.
Welcome back to the hub of the Demigod Council,
Whoa.
Lord Anaxa.
There we go. Let the star rail begin. Is it at that cutscene that, you know, totally didn't get cut off because my cat destroyed everything? Oh my god.
Welcome back.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Of the demigod council, Lord Anaxagoras.
Ah, there we are.
Surely you remember that countless eloquent orators have stood in this spot before and emerged victorious by stoking public.
I'm just gonna leave it on autoplay. Let them do the talking.
Yet there have also been innumerable blasphemous philosophers who set themselves up for failure because they refused to defend their actions. This tiny stage is the most profound embodiment of Akama in centuries. In 15 days, this site shall also become the most important, as well as the final turning point in Akama's history. May the both of us carry out our duties with honor and lead the masses back toward the Erechrysia, a golden age with no death, strife, or trickery.
Affects the volume.
My. 15 days and nights. That aligns perfectly with the date of your demise.
How coincidental.
Such a coincidence truly exist?
There are no coincidences.
Using death to prove myself fits my intentions perfectly.
Hey, PP Slayer. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders.
As expected,
we're playing Honkai Star Rail. Totally. I've been playing it for the 44 minutes that I've been live. But welcome, Raiders. I'm Sayu, the Cyborg Sayu. If you'd like to know what I've been in, exclamation point VA in the chat. Well, welcome. We're in the middle of the 3.2 story. Hope you all had a good stream.
As expected, she misunderstands you.
That's enough, Lady Kindness. Dispense with
yeah, Lady Kindness, you ugly bitch.
I only accepted
I'm sorry,
your
what?
invitation so that I can serve the commoners alongside the members of the Council of Elders.
Yeah, commoners.
Don't test my patience with such superfluous formalities.
Well, you say that now, but surely you also require my aid as well.
Not really.
So that you can stay alive even when being pursued by the Golden Thread?
No, I'm good.
You worry too much. She won't show her hand too freely.
True.
As she still needs to garner support from the masses at the
It's me, I'm the masses.
Even someone like me can tell that only a sliver of her humanity remains. Surely you're not asserting that she will definitely act in a rational manner.
As you're no doubt aware, Aglaya covets the core flame that I possess, which makes it the bargaining chip that allows me and the rest of you to negotiate with her. However, in return, I'll need the Council of Elders to support me as much as possible.
Yes, please.
Naturally, this includes the guards as well.
No, this is not Dr. Ratio's
You're
home
well
planet.
aware how
Well,
valuable
not that we know of
Cersei's
yet,
will be
actually.
in the era crisis
But I don't think so.
Desperately pursuing.
Yeah, I don't have free time, which is why I play games on
So
stream.
you'd better act prudently as well.
Yeah,
I
that's my boy
understand.
Anaxagoras.
After all, this
I love this
battle
dude.
of wits is just a means for each party to acquire what they need. As long as your request is reasonable, the Council of Elders never shortchanges its allies. Since we're, let us decide how much we can secure.
A lot of jargon that I don't need to listen to. Kindness. Chat, question for you, actually. Unrelated, but unrelated to Star Rail. And I know that I'm already going on a bit of a weird thing. Do you prefer the character designs of Star Rail or Zenless? Or does it depend on the character? Just a thought I had because I was watching the Hugo stuff, and I was like, damn, I really do fuck with Hugo. Depends on characters, easy. Wow, a lot of depends. Okay, both HSR. Almost like it's evenly split. Zenless has so much freedom. I do agree with that. I do agree. I don't want to add Genshin into the mix because Genshin is limited by the weapon. Because for Zenless and Star Rail, the weapon doesn't matter. It's just whatever fits the character because of the light cone or the W engine, right? So, I do agree. I think it depends on the character for me. But Hugo is a really cool design, right? And the scythe sells me on it. But there are a lot of character designs in Star Rail that I'm like, damn, this is bad as fuck. But I definitely do think it depends. Genshin is probably also stuck on their engine. That is true, which is why I hope if they make Genshin 2 or whatever the hell the successor to Genshin will be, I hope they take an approach, personally, I hope they take an approach to the format of like Star Rail and Zenless, where give these, even the 4 stars, some iconic weapons, right? And then they have like an engine or a light cone or whatever you'd make comparable in Genshin. So then, you know, their weapon just looks badass as hell and they're not limited to, it's like, oh, you have an archer, you have a this, you have a that. Like, have different types of characters, right? That's my thought process. Anyway, thank you for the 7 months, just popping in to share my 7th month sub. Abe, I want to let you know that your streams are like caffeine for my brain. Chaotic, energizing, and mildly concerning. Oh, good. Anyway, let's begin.
Continuing from the earlier
They get to have more fun with the models.
let us
Agreed.
discuss our common enemy.
Agreed.
Aglaya.
Is Aglaya a common enemy?
She is the second most experienced Chrysos heir across the whole of Akama.
Yes.
Admittedly, there is ample reason for her to take your life.
Well, she doesn't even have to.
Reasoning is quite sound. As a seasoned
She doesn't even
political
have to
analyst,
take his
unclear
life.
whether
He's already
she
gonna
will
die.
actually cross that irreversible boundary. Moreover, she still needs you alive so that the Titan's trial can be completed.
Exactly.
Is there anyone present who can swear by the sacred vow of Kefali and guarantee that you weren't in league with that woman before coming here?
No. Oh, wait. She is prepared to execute me. She just needs vassals who will do her bidding without question.
If Aglaya requires
That is true.
suitably intelligent Chrysos heir, then I'm the best fit for her needs. However, it's quite evident that she has no need for a Chrysos heir who could break free of her control at any time. Since I believe in neither Titans nor the prophecy.
Which is crazy he doesn't believe in Titans when he literally has a Titan inside of him.
Given how rigorously she enforces her principles, how would she ever accept a heretic such as me?
True.
I understand what you mean. At the very least, the both of us agree that this tyrant who wallows in extravagance and greed is the greatest threat to achieving peace in Akama. The Council of Elders is willing to defend your right to live, just as we defend every oppressed citizen. However, I regret to say that sentiments in favor of the Chrysos heirs and Aglaya are only growing in magnitude.
Okay.
The peace that we are aspiring toward, as well as
Kindness, you are like expert level gaslighter.
Complete, tell me.
This is manipulation 101.
To do for our esteemed citizens, so that they can vanquish the enemies of our finds.
Garnering my support is equivalent to garnering the support of the entire grove. Ooh.
Although the circumstances are rather unfortunate
that is
from
true.
an objective point of view, it is an undeniable fact that ever since the grove was attacked,
I mean, and Exagris even he even like went over to people whose families perished and he apologized.
And it's evident that the Academy wields considerable.
Is it me or are the graphics low? We're playing on PS5. Stop making fun of me.
At the very least, I have served as the Grove's special envoy to Akama for a significant amount of time.
Chat, they're making fun of me.
Course, this also means that I will hold a crucial vote at the Citizens' Assembly.
Thank you for the sub.
In the name of Kefali, Akama thanks you for your
Akama
sincere
thanks
and valuable
you.
thoughts. At this stage, it's clear that you and I understand the benefits to be won from this discussion. Let me put it plainly. The Council of Elders has always been renowned for its fairness, and that fairness is built on a foundation of sincerity. The Council of Elders has vowed to all citizens of Akaba that it will always remain loyal to them. As for you, my lord, how will you guarantee that you will be able to live up to such earnestness and will not betray Akama's indomitable citizens when the opportunity presents itself? Just as you
Spoilers, he will.
Aglaya.
How absurd. My loyalty is unquestionable.
Surely you jest. My
Damn.
loyalty does not need to be proven.
That is true.
The fact that the Council of Elders is asking for proof of my loyalty is itself akin to a form
I love
of betrayal.
Exagris.
I am incredibly honored to
Oh, Lygus.
the both of you.
I love his
bury the
voice.
hatchet
That's
in
Blythe,
civilized
right?
manner.
Not Blythe from
However,
Elden
I am
Ring.
afraid that I must interrupt for a brief moment.
Yeah, he sure isn't saying who he's loyal to, which I do love.
As the Theoros, I have observed the following. Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, is currently on her way to Dawncloud.
How nice.
Oh.
Paying us a visit.
Well, I do believe that we might have a slight...
His voice and designs are so good. It's very reminiscent to Sunday's, like, boss battle.
Feeling dissatisfied, Lady Kindness? Despite the Council of Elders' lofty residence on Dawncloud, it must still tolerate the whims of the Chrysos heirs.
Damn.
So you were holding back just now. Seems like you are better at playing this game than
Of
I.
course.
In any case, I'm glad that she's arrived.
So we can jump her.
So tell me, Anaxagoras.
Yes.
Now that you're an ally of mine,
Well, who said that?
if Aglaya were to demand that I hand you over, what should I do?
You can do as she says. Tell her that the Council of Elders merely wished to chat
True.
with her and had no intention of
Pikachik, this is Amphorius, and it's very Greek and Roman mythology based.
However, by doing so, the authority of the Council of Elders will be as thin as papyrus that has been soaked.
Damn, from Undertale?
Not only can it be destroyed with the slightest touch, but the Council will also lose possession of a valuable core flame.
Excuse me.
No, more like 2 core flames. After all, at the next Citizens' Assembly, that young lady who is synonymous with death will also be standing on our side.
Ah.
Oh? How can you be sure of that?
Is that of importance to you?
Damn.
All you need to know is that I have a plan. In my opinion, you should be more worried about the impending threat.
Ooh.
If Aglaya can seize me in full view of the masses today, she could also dismiss the entire
I'll seize
Council
an
of
exact.
Elders
What?
in one fell
Who said
swoop
that?
tomorrow.
Chat, why are you being weird?
If that happens, the discussion that we've just had will turn into an utter joke instead. Is this the outcome that you wish to see, Lady Kindness?
Fine. I will handle this matter appropriately.
You better.
But you do best to remember this. Fool the people and karma.
I
will
saw
be on the
Xylax.
table.
That's so cool.
I'll overlook it this time, but don't count on there being a next time.
Atlas just teased the P5X Global. I don't think it'll be dubbed. If it is, that's nuts. But I don't think it'll be dubbed. But I don't know. We'll see if I play it. Oh, I really want to, but oh my god, too many gacha games, bro.
Unless, of course, you crave cruel punishment and consider suffering the perfect state to
Suffering
ponder the
succotash.
nature of souls.
Hey, detective, what up?
Well, what do you
What up,
know?
Kohi?
That happens to be one of my rare talents.
We shall see then.
Ah, I've got to say that you've managed to really impress me again.
Yeah, Anaxagoras was in the debate club.
After more.
Dying to know what I'm after.
Yes.
I mean, I'm the reason Titan after all. It is in me to ask and seek answers.
Easy there. You'll learn the answers soon.
You can't just jumble into his brain.
I didn't bring it up with her purely because
Ollie,
she
I'm
was
so
pleased
sorry.
to give me what I
I
truly
know, Ollie, I
It's
know.
as they say.
Dude, I've
Onward,
just been stupid
see
busy.
Most clearly. The true masters of Dawncloud have always been
For context, I need to get Ollie
who
clips
watches
to edit.
over everything.
Oh, my bad. Who watches over everything? All right. So yes, the quality of God, this looks different. I'm not used to playing Star Rail on my PlayStation 5. Hell, I barely even. This is the first time I've turned on my PlayStation 5 in months. Specifically, the PlayStation 5 in LA. Whoops. Nope. I did not mean to purchase anything. I usually play this game on PC, but because we're in LA, gotta be a little bit careful because I don't want to blow up my computer. So Oh, shit. Whoa. I haven't even leveled up my Anaxagras. Oh, man. Oh, that's what I wanted to check. I wanted to see if there was a setting that makes it look a little better. V-Sync. Off? That kind of... Oh, God. I can't tell if that's better or worse. What do you think, chat? Does it look better? Does it look worse? It looks about the same. It's about the same, really. I can't tell. Me neither. Oh, well. Where do I go? Ah, yes. Speaking to Ligus.
Unexpected visitor. Welcome. You know, you could actually skip all the pointless debate and come straight to me to seek an audience with Kefali.
True. So true. Let's do that.
I have no reason to refuse you. Do I?
You may not, but kindness has. Whoever gets hold of Kefali's core flame will get to rule over Akama.
I see.
She's wary of me, so naturally I had to gain her trust.
Hey, nice to meet you, Arctic. Oh, my bad.
Very true.
Oh my God. His voice is so creepy. I love it.
In my view, this individual has gone to great lengths to get close to Kefali. He might very well be plotting something nefarious against the Titan.
Nefarious?
Are you still willing to let him pass, knowing this?
Yes, very much so. All living creations are always free to visit Kefali's transcendent vessel. This comes with being the world bearer.
How convenient it is to be able to hear what they say.
It is truly my honor to speak to a venerated Titan in person.
Oh my God. I love Ligus.
Please.
Hey, Jesse Bear, thank you for the sub. Welcome.
Let me join you both on this journey.
Damn. Come with me. Take the journey.
Tells of an occasion where Kefali once answered their followers' questions on the peak of the holy
Gotta go fast.
mountain. Their followers have since believed that scaling this Titan cliff is one way of being with the god.
Damn. Darkest Dream, thank you for the 24 months. Okay, you're not gonna give me the treasure?
Take this Yanis shortcut, and the long pilgrimage stairway will be waiting for you at its end.
I have to admit, I never expected you to not ask me anything. Not even my motive.
Because I know very well what it is you are after.
Oh?
As the saying goes, a gentleman helps others achieve their goals. I have a feeling that
I've never heard that saying.
At the end of this journey. I believe Kefali will not deprive you of your right to ask your question, especially now that you're on the brink of death.
Oh, well, that's nice.
You must be closer to Kefali than anyone else. Wouldn't you agree?
I hope things go as you say, then.
Some people just get the backbone.
Justice into a farcical world is bound to turn it upside down.
Oh, you made a phone holder for your Xbox? That's fire. Yeah, I got a backbone myself.
That you bring a much needed change to this world, which is on the brink of destruction.
There's that word again, destruction. The left sounds so villainy. Yeah, it sure does.
I suppose I can just ignore this.
All right, here we go. Yanis. No, Mustang, he's not in Oyo. Not yet, anyway. There we go.
Honestly, this is my first time going up to Dawn Cloud's peak.
What a splendid...
That is cool that we get to talk to Kefali.
Isn't it about time you recognize the magnificence of us Titans?
Shut up. You're dead anyway.
I don't see how this place is different from those temples in the city. All they have are magnificent facades. And even though I've come this far, I'm still doubtful about getting useful clues from him.
Haha, you're dead. You know,
to be
oh, I didn't
expecting to
say,
hear
well, I guess I
something
kind of
nice
did.
from you.
Oh? Haven't you been in my head for some time now? It's high time you get used to how I feel about things. Alright, we're just a short hike away from Kefla.
No time to waste. Oh, am I having a heart attack?
So the intellectual debate from earlier was too draining for you, huh? If Amphorius gets a new lease on life, you should focus on strengthening your body and stop shirking social interactions.
Yeah, he's what now?
Save your concern.
The Titan is in sight. Can you make it?
Oh, I'm gonna make it.
Why? Are you going to carry me up if I were to fall now?
Damn. Because I'm falling for you.
So just hold your tongue and come along.
Yeah, hold my tongue.
Fine then. I guess I won't say any more. I'll just wait till your soul dissipates completely to gain control over your body.
Yeah, you're welcome. Equivalent exchange.
Is that Cersei's? Hey, look at that.
Huh?
Oh,
What should I be
she doesn't
looking
see
at?
it.
Am I hallucinating? Or do we even get to see souls when we're close to dying?
Ooh, Anaxagoras. What are you seeing, my boy? Whoa. Is that Nikador?
Oh, why didn't you bring your favorite spear with you on this trip, Nias?
Nias. I know I've heard this name somewhere.
It's unfortunate. The Black Tide destroyed every last inch of my calyx.
What the fuck?
How could that be? Even a creation of Georios.
The Earth
from
Titan.
Prized ores and molten fire.
What is happening?
Couldn't escape the fate of destruction?
Hey, Cersei's. Do you know a certain Nias?
Nias? No, not that I remember. How did you even think up such a strange name?
I just saw him. Nias. A warrior-like figure who was just chatting with you.
Interesting.
No, I have no such memory. Could you be hallucinating?
Perform a prayer ritual.
This is
Boom.
departed spirit.
Ooh, treasure. Remember the? Oh, I remember.
I suppose I can.
Oh, I remember. Oh, I remember, Avis. Bang, 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 bang. I said a bang, 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 and a bang. I said a bang, 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 and a bang. Bang, 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 and a bang. I said a bang, 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 and a bang. Key change.
Enough about me. Did Cal
He's
ever
testing VOD watchers. Yeah, Stay Tuned gets it. Stay Tuned gets it.
Regrettably.
Seems like the price of becoming a demigod is a lot heftier than we thought.
Chaos. Demigod.
Ah.
I've never heard of this
Ha.
person. Which Titan's authority did he inherit?
Look on the bright side, Nias. Since we've come all this way, I doubt he'd snub his old friends, would he?
Yes, he would.
Let's just hope we mean as much as the world to him.
Hey! Are you seeing that same hallucination again?
Maybe I am.
Yes. It's still you and Nias, but you're now talking about a certain Chaos. I'm guessing he's one of your companions?
Chaos? This name sounds just as strange to me.
Never mind. I think I know what this is about. If things are as I thought, then they aren't hallucinations, but
Oh, okay.
the souls of people.
A.
What? But if those are the souls of the dead, then what am I?
Well, you're kinda dead.
Beats me. For all I know, you're just an illusion I conjured up in my dying moments.
Damn.
Let's just keep going. As long as I take in more sights and hear more stories.
Know your limits. Wander too far among the
Know your limits? I should really listen to that.
Not be able to save you.
Fine.
Treasure.
If this is indeed as I thought, then this will be very amusing.
Perform a prayer. Ding. Bang.
So.
Oh, here we go.
Can you keep going?
Of course. I'm just
Experiencing the exact same thing Anaxagoras is experiencing.
You had to climb a mountain. I wouldn't have come along with you.
Damn. This ain't even that
This
bad.
also counts as one aspect of the world-bearing burden. If Amphorius does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape.
God damn.
Keep your sarcasm to yourself.
I'm not getting anything of value from them.
I would sooner throw myself off this cliff and hit rock bottom than exercise even.
Wow. Lazy
I
bum.
am Calypso of the eminent
Calypso
Sages, after all.
of
Training
the
would
7
be no
sages.
different from those Helcalithist barbarians.
Calypso. She's one of the 7 sages. A member of the Grove? No, she can't be. I would know her name if she really were one of the 7 sages. Hey, Circes. Does the name Calypso ring a bell?
Oh.
Doesn't matter. I can do this myself.
Oh, beautiful old world. Where are you now?
Cersei?
Oh, legendary era Chrysia. Return to the mortal realm.
What the fuck?
Splendid gods once walked the paths we walk.
Hello?
Alas, all that's left of that warmth is a hazy mirage.
Why are you chanting that too?
What is happening? Carefully, you're huge.
So, I don't get to ask the Titan my question, but all of you make for a pleasant surprise, nonetheless. Very well then. Let me uncover the truth for myself.
Oh.
Did I still fail to make it in time? Huh? So, I'm back here again.
Oh, shit.
This is... I can hear it. I hear it from the depths of the tides.
He's beautiful, agreed.
Behind the closed doors of the void world. A voice ready to tell me something.
Tell
this
me.
time, the voice is a lot clearer than before.
Oh, shit.
Since we've come this far, let's just wait.
Lord Nias and Miss Calypso, are you both here to visit Chaos too?
I'm sorry, Casters?
Yes, and we've been waiting for quite some time now.
Regrettably, he hasn't answered us. The worst-case scenario is that he's
Wait.
already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
You're overthinking, Lord Nias. I can still sense
Is this
Chaos'
the
soul
fucking
in the
dragon?
area. And besides, we both know Chaos' nature. A deliverer
No one
like
answered, by the way.
him wouldn't fall so readily, much less give up on all that he holds dear. Isn't that so?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
emote
have
mode would
faith
be
in
smart.
him.
That
Well, never mind.
reminds me. Why are you making this trip alone, Polixia?
Polixia.
Oh, my sister needs more time to make sure the flowers are fine.
Well, there it is.
Such a pity. Both of you have hearts kinder than anyone else. Yet you were born only
Damn.
to take over Thanatos' divinity.
Everything that I see and hear this time has left me shaken to the
This
core.
time.
What may seem like a mundane conversation is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange that has revealed the ultimate answer to Cersei's question.
What exactly are we?
The conjecture has taken shape and must now be solidified into a theorem. Next,
dude,
I only need to
Steven does such a good job as Anaxagoras.
Carefully. By doing so, I can answer Cersei's question and reclaim my body. But no, I will not do that. That isn't important.
Oh?
Because another one of my conjectures, one that I have always dreamed of proving, has been proved right this very instant. Fusing a mortal soul with that of a Titan to replace said Titan is not a ludicrous idea after all.
Damn.
Pass.
Don Hung. Oh shit. I have to do the voice.
Thinking about.
I don't know if I can. Just amazed at how this towering tree is Cersei's divine body. It's a majestic sight.
Is that so? You don't look the
You can take it off
slightest
emote
bit
only.
amazed, though. Plus, you seem to be strangely familiar with the city around the Great Tree.
Is that so? Merely something from the past that I won't go into.
Events of the past, huh? I was also a child when I looked up at Cersei's. Their leaves and branches reflected the sparkling stars. And their trunk was like a pillar that supported the sky and ground.
Nah, you still got it,
I
Lamau.
stood at this very spot back.
Alright, cool. You're a sky priest, yet you study at a place that is home to the Reason Titan. That's rather counterintuitive.
Don't read too much into it. I mean, can mortals even hope to reach Aquila's realm?
Fucking Aquila.
They're a strict and draconian god. Nothing like Cersei's. Reason is willing to share what is theirs with others, but Sky only expects people to revere them.
Yeah, always look up, bitch.
Get what I'm saying, right, Danny?
He called what? Danny?
After all, the
Oh, Danny boy. Hey, what up, Blue Cubby?
Is none other than Aquila themselves.
Damn. Yes. I didn't count on provoking the ire of a local god.
But there will always be people who dream of soaring towards the sky.
I mean, yeah, just look at the Skyfaring Commission.
And that is exactly what we are here for. It's just... I never thought Gray would meet with something like that before.
Gray?
As a physician, I should have been.
Is that what you're calling the Trailblazer? That's cute. Bad luck tends to come in streaks, so don't beat yourself up over it. Besides, Aglaya needs you here to uncover the truth behind what happened to the Grove. Let's just make the most out of it, out of this trip, and keep a lookout for any documents related to the Death Titan. It could be useful to CyYu. Yeah, that's right, to me.
No rest for the weary. In any case,
ain't no rest for the wicked.
Could be anywhere in this enormous grove. Let's split up to cover more ground.
Okay, cover more ground. What about you? Will you be all right on your own?
Have you forgotten that you're talking to the chief physician
Yes.
of the Twilight Courtyard?
Yes, I did.
Have more faith in me.
The silence in here is near deafening. With the vast amount of knowledge it holds, this academy is akin to a labyrinth of information. Even the cleverest of scholars would easily lose their way in here. I should gather my thoughts before heading in. Nah, fuck that. Get in there. The clock is ticking. I should search for clues as I move. Oh yeah, you know. Don Hung. That's me. Oh, he's done. Anyway, Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. So, man, they're dropping all the lore here, huh? In this patch. Chat, I don't know who's a doctor and who is and who isn't one. Bare your soul. Oh my god. Sorry, my nose is definitely congested. Not like fully, but you know when you have a little bit of congestion and it's just a bother the more you talk? Yeah. Black monsters are twisted in form, and their life has turned to ash together with their souls. It's impossible to figure out their form when they were still alive. These are the remains of a black-tide monster. It does look different from the Titankin up close. What's that underneath it? A scroll. A recorded debate between scholar. Making a mistake does not mean the act was meaningless, even though students new to the Grove understand this. Legible content ends here. A matter from another perspective. As I expected. The Grove doesn't forbid discussion about the sky. It's a debate between two scholars about the skyships. Aglaia also made mention of the ships when she interrogated us. A memory I'd rather forget. I'll hold on to this for now. With any luck, the journey won't leave us empty-handed. Super lore. They're a runner. Look at Treeby running the marathon. That's Hyacinth. Yep.
Really now? This is way more trouble than I could have asked for.
Don't worry, I'll help.
Or you could sit back and watch.
Okay, I'll sit back and watch.
I'm kidding, Danny. Lend me a hand.
Oh.
Pretty please?
Oh. I thought you were serious about me sitting back and watching. Okay, out of battle. Damn, they're trash.
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Bro, Treeby just annihilated them. This place is practically in ruins. What happened? There shouldn't be this many monsters here.
The Black Tide is remarkably quick to detect the light of Amphorius. So or rather, the blessings of the Sky Priest in me.
I don't know, sometimes I do boot hill.
Have unknowingly called them to me.
Oh?
Anyway, never mind that for now. Here.
Take a look at this. Oh my god, more debates about the sky. This skyship was the wrong one. Okay. Anaxagoras. He's the scholar who fused himself with the core flame of reason.
This is new.
Hey, what up, Scarlet?
Professor Anaxagoras was
How are you?
researching the sky. He's never mentioned anything about it.
Well, yeah, why would he? It's private research. Finon said Anaxa might be opposed to the flame chase journey.
Might is an understatement. Anaxa has never been one
Delirious, Treeby is nuts. And E6 Treeby is crazy. Hey, what up, Blast?
People have come to think of him as a heretic. Even in a place as
He's the black sheep! Get him out of here!
Yet, it is also this very blasphemer that Cersei's favors. Fate sure works in mysterious ways.
I picked up a scroll on my way here too. It looks like it may be related to the one you're holding.
Oh? Let me have a look.
Hyacinth combines both records together. Oh, okay, a little, okay.
By the looks of them, these scrolls are records of two conversations that took place in the same setting.
What?
One after the other.
There's still much I don't know about the Grove. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Who are the Venerationalists? What is the Nexus field of study?
These forests primarily study the application of alchemy and soul repair.
True.
Everyone considers Anaxa a blasphemer, but that has
Human
never
transmutation,
stopped
that's
him
what he
from sharing
that's what he
his
said.
Ideas, no matter how taboo. If you must say that he's hiding something, then it's likely what lies beneath his
Hey, the 806 Weeaboo, muchas gracias por los 8 meses. Buenos días, Sayu, buenos días. Alright, that's all I'm gonna ask for now. Yeah.
Anaxa often says that every failure brings us one step closer to the truth.
I don't think that's what he sounds like.
Perhaps
It needs some work. That impression needs a little work.
The ship carries a different interpretation. The firmament is not impenetrable. On the contrary, it was precisely because the sky ship represented the first step toward breaking free from the shackles of the earth that it provoked the wrath of the Sky Titan and brought divine punishment upon itself.
Oh.
It's a shame that the majority of the Grove's research on Aquila was headed by the Venerationists, with sacrificial rituals making up a predominant part of their findings. Discourse about more esoteric subject matters in relation to Aquila dwindled even further after the sky ship.
JP Hyacinth is scary good at her impression.
So much so
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Even this scroll is completely
Don't worry, Tatsu.
new to me.
That was a lot. There's something else that's caught my attention, though. This says that Anaxa is conducting secret experiments of some sort.
That's what I'd like to know. What are these
Well,
experiments he's involved
researching
in?
the sky, I imagine.
Even I, the assistant
Hey, what up, Nebula?
lecturer,
Going all right.
know next to
I think the
nothing
only thing that
about
I
them.
am complaining about is that I'm stuffy. So it's like messing with me a little bit.
Feeling about
Woo!
this. Could there be
Bam.
more to
Bam.
what happened at the
Open the
grove?
door, please. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Jet lag? No, it has nothing to do with jet lag. It's just I've been going nonstop. So I definitely need a break after my trip to Canada.
This is the Library of Philia, the place where the Grove stores its collection of tomes.
True.
Other than books written by the 7 schools,
Yes, I would, Black
also
Vial.
find philosophical texts, ballads, and religious writings from the Outlands here. Cities that desired
I did see
more from the
Starlight.
Grove were apparently expected to contribute knowledge of equal value to what they sought. We've had more than our
Humankind.
fair share of hilarious episodes over the years.
I
Throw Keramists once borrowed a manuscript from
wish they
a certain
borrowed
author,
the soundtrack
but
from
ended
Full
up
Metal
returning a
Alchemist for
copy
whenever an
instead of the
Exagris is
original.
mentioned.
What's more, the original manuscript was
Blaz,
supposedly
thank you for the full year. That doesn't seem like a nice thing to do.
nice. No need to hold yourself back, Danny. You can just tell it like it is. Their behavior was no different from bandits.
Well, if you don't mind, did the Grove ever rob Castrum Kremnos?
You've got me there. Some said you couldn't even find a dictionary in Castrum Kremnos, so I guess they were spared.
You know what? That's fair, Alice.
There are too many books in the Library of Philia. Flipping through them all
Better,
will
Luna.
take too long. Why don't we use the Biblioslate to search for the text we need?
That. Agreed. This place isn't safe. We should leave as soon as we're done. There are still several more scrolls. Okay. Alright. Let's get cooking, fellas. Let me in there. Let me get them books. Let me get that knowledge. Picking this up off the floor. Yep. An Exagris based on the dust accumulated to the perfectly intact seals. The complainee did not even bother opening them and just chucked them aside into a corner. That and Naxa. I should read this.
Ugh, it's so dusty in here.
Are you playing this on PS5? Stop making fun of me. Yes!
These all complaints about him. I can already see what they must have written. Anaxa has no respect for the gods. His very existence undermines order in our society.
True.
They're probably all...
Yep. Does Anaxa hold that much influence?
Why else would they call him the great performer? When Anaxa established his school of thought, the first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone.
Damn.
Are the Titans truly an accurate reflection of what humans think gods should be? Worlds created by gods are indubitably perfect, but what of Amphorius? Only foolishness and insensitivity everywhere you turn.
I mean, he kinda spittin'. An uncanny impersonation. Needs some work.
They marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish.
Damn.
So what he took on in the end was more of a debate than an actual trial. He had to address every one of the scholar's allegations, or face expulsion from the Grove. The first allegation was... Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth, so the mountains, rivers, and seas must likewise be their creations?
Am I supposed to put myself in Anaxa's shoes and answer that? Yes. As told in the myths, the seas, the skies, and the earth are all beyond the shadow of a doubt creations of the Titans.
Anaxa would have probably been spared a lot of trouble if he had answered this way. Instead, he quoted past instances of the Flame Chase journey and posited that humans have the potential to take over the divinity of Titans.
I mean, demigods are a thing.
Needless to say, his critics didn't take kindly to his answer, so they followed up with a second.
I mean, he's kind of spitting.
You claim to be studying souls, yet you are, in fact, defiling them and committing acts condemned by the gods. Do you admit it?
That's a serious allegation. Did he really do that?
Always wears an eye patch, never removing it, even when alone.
Damn.
Some say he used one of his eyes as an alchemical ingredient. Every being in the world owes their safekeeping to Kefali, and this is even more so for the Chrysos heirs who have divine blood coursing through them. If he has really done something of that nature...
Equivalent exchange. Human transmutation.
Thankfully, they had no way to prove it, so it amounted to nothing.
And Hexa is just, what the fuck is that guy's name from, Shao Tucker from Full Metal Alchemist, but if he wasn't a despicable piece of shit and only experimented on himself as opposed to his daughter.
One by one, Anaxa engaged in wars of words against those who would challenge him. Toward the end, a scholar asked him, Anaxagoras, have you any respect for the gods?
No.
It was only after a brief silence that
He's Edward Elric? I don't know about that.
I never denied that titans are meant to be noble constructs.
Damn. What he didn't say, that the Titans are not noble, rings louder in this case.
Yes. I'm not sure how that controversy was eventually resolved.
Too tall to be Edward, that's what I'm saying.
Certain, at least, is that Anaxa was allowed to stay in the grove where
He's got 3 feet on Edward.
Despite being regarded...
And he's way too mean to be Alphonse.
By the way, this stack of complaint letters has reminded me of a place in the grove. We may find clues there that aren't on the teleslate. I'm talking about Anaxa's alchemy lab, hidden between the cornerstones.
Given the Grove's meticulous approach to archiving, could there really be such an oversight right under their noses?
It's a well-kept secret. Among the 7 sages, excluding the nominal chief sage, each has a private sanctuary where they can conduct
my sanctuary
in their free time.
When you and I...
Even the administrators of the Library of Philia are restricted from accessing those places and documenting the sage's research. But with the grove in this state, I'm sure Anaxa won't be mad even if we sneak into the lab for a short while. Right?
Man, he's dying anyway. Who cares? What rules are we gonna break for someone who can't even enforce them rules? Am I right, chat? That's fucked up. Got it. Let me in, let me in. Rules are meant to be broken, and I feel like Anaxagoras would understand that better than anybody. You won't live to see you breaking the rules? Yeah. Fucking idiot. Watch this. Thanks for the divine speed, Yanis. There we go.
This is the place, but where is
This is a terrible sanctuary.
Materials for
Have an upgrade, Angel.
experiments, matrix diagrams, and even the seal to the lab.
The black tide did not destroy it all. No wonder we didn't see any defense mechanisms along the way. Have you ever been here before?
No, not even close. Not only are alchemy experiments high-risk activities, but Professor Anaxa also has a penchant for using bizarre materials. Students... Huh? That bookshelf over there seems to be the only thing still intact.
How interesting. Almost like it's a hidden door. Yeah. These are materials requested by Anaxagoras. Documents from various fields have been compiled in one place, including Titan Creations, the University of the Soul, Alchemy Doctrine, and so on. Most of the materials look to be within the research domain of the Nosporid School of Thought. However, a document titled A Study on the Chrysos Heir's Background is mixed within. I'm not reading all that. Hold on, Adrian might read. I myself show no such connection. Kefali, the creator. What criteria did they use to create the golden blood? To shape the Chrysos heirs? Yet Castris, the servant to death from Idonia, her lineage is neither Titan priest nor demigod, but she has walked the earth for at least a millennia with the power to grant death to humans. Where did this power come from? This theory must be tested, experiments to be arranged.
What's going on? Anaxa is conducting research on our friends in Alchema and...
Is he...
Me?
The journal contains several intriguing points. Creation of Titans. From the Abyss of Fate to Castrum Kremnos. I've seen many a Titan creation during my time in Amphorius. Life forms created by Xerxes can also be found in the Grove. But fusing them with human souls through alchemical means, I can't even begin to imagine. Naxos seems to hold special interest in the divinity coursing through the Chrysosair's veins and has even conducted a thorough investigation in the hero's background.
It wouldn't have been so strange if he had focused only on Cassie, given her own curiosity about her origins.
Right.
Plus, considering that the Nusporists have crafted omnipotent medicine, but now it seems Anax's objective was
where'd it come from
medicine,
and all that stuff, absolutely.
but to identify the origin of the golden blood and figure out its inner workings.
Anaxa's research. Through alchemy, Anaxa aims to refine the gold blood in the Chrysosairs to a degree of purity equal to divinity. This must be what he means by close to true purity, but treating both Titan creations and human body as materials to be used in alchemy experiments, that's rather extreme.
Danny, look at this. I have a bad feeling about this.
Well, that's what... Sorry, I'm thinking of... Then he is conducting an experiment on himself with Circe. The previous approach has flaws. Fusing human souls with Titan creations does not purify golden blood. Even pure Titan creations are containments to Chrysosair's golden blood. Soul fusion between humans and creation merely repairs impurities of the soul or maintains a connection to dying souls. While creation myths tell us that Chrysosairs and other creations were all made by Titans, their nature differs fundamentally. The Titans' creations are no intermediate products of an alchemical process, and the Chrysosairs are closer to the Titans than the creations. In other words, I should not have considered Titan creations equal to Chrysosairs. The hypothesis I should focus on is one point towards the Titans themselves. Such rare chances to study Titans demand a meticulous selection of research subjects. Living Titans proves impossible to restrain, and dead Titans offer no insights worth pursuing. But dying Titans, they are the perfect research subjects. Only by understanding the fundamentals of creation can we ensure perfection at the moment of everything's birth. Through my own hands, I will melt a Titan and reach the true essence of the soul.
My biggest fear. It's come true. After going through his notes, I think I can piece it all together now.
Yeah?
Anaxa was carrying out experiments on soul transmutation.
Yeah, he was trying to open the gate. Do you mean he's trying to reconstruct human souls alchemically?
Yes, this is what he was secretly conducting research on. Something he had to keep hidden from others. Compared to his public speeches, this is the real blasphemy.
Sure is. He is getting closer to Shao. See what I'm saying, fellas? What's wrong?
Do you remember when the Black Tide was approaching? The Grove had planned to send Circe's core flame to a safe place. But an accident happened along the way, and Anaxa lost his life in the process?
Yes, but Circe took over his body and resurrected him, which led to the situation we're in now. Right.
That's right. But what if Professor Anaxa's fusion with the core flame of reason wasn't an accident?
What do you mean?
Put yourself in his shoes. Knowing that the Black Tide was closing in and your time was running out, what would you have done?
I put my theories to the test no matter the cost.
Exactly. When the Black Tide came, the
Anaxa's so cool, dude!
To the luminary throne was to transmute and fuse himself with the Titan's core flame.
This motherfucker deadass hitting the final pose in the original Full Metal where he, like, does the alchemy on himself. Did he succeed?
No. Judging from how he reacted after the event, the results came as a surprise. Maybe he failed to consider the possibility that Xerxes would make a similar decision. The manuscripts detailing all the alchemical formulae have been taken away. His research is still ongoing.
And this is where you switch back. Aw, damn. Would he have taken them for other purposes?
Like, what? There's
yeah!
nothing left in the world now.
He's going to Kefali, bitch.
No
Yeah. To conceive an entity of perfection, one must first understand the principles of creation. If an Axa is an Akama now, then that means... God, what is that saying? What is that saying from Fullmetal Alchemist, the original? Through exchange, something of equal value must be lost. That is alchemy's first rule of equivalent exchange. In those days, we really believed that to be the world's one and only truth.
He's after
Bennett?
This sky above us, it's not real, is it?
Of course not. This is just an image from a projection device used for educational purposes. A simple trick.
Well, yeah, this guy is fake.
The day-night cycle has been lost.
Day and night.
So that students like you may still learn about the night sky, astronomers have harnessed the Titan's miraculous power to manipulate the light.
How is it Genshin
Projecting
parallels?
the nights of the past here for you. Much like
Oh, because
how
the sky is fake?
above
Oh,
the
I see, I
holy
see, I see.
city is also illuminated by Kefali's dawn device.
Yes, yes, yes. I forgot about Teyvat being this guy being fake. I forgot about that. Dude, that humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain, something of equal value must be lost. That is alchemy's first law of equivalent exchange. In those days, we really believed that to be the world's one and only truth.
So, the skies of Akama are fake too.
Thank you, Rosetta.
You mustn't conclude that, Inoxa. You should know that only a child would expose a trick and be proud of it.
Well, I'm proud of it.
Often people know more than they let on. They simply choose to feign ignorance because they have no other choice.
Then they're just deluding themselves. People believe in Kefali's tale of Genesis.
Exactly, Kohi.
Accepting wholesale whatever the priests preach. But we're different. We've already walked out of the firelit cave of ignorance.
Yeah, fuck them, they're idiots.
We've already realized that we live in a world where titans make the rules. Even when we look at the sky,
that is
we're
true.
only seeing what they allow us to see.
God, and Zagreus is so
Rather
cool.
than gazing at this mockery of a night sky fabricated by them for the rest of my life, why shouldn't I be the one to take control of the projection device instead?
Oh?
So much time has passed since you sowed the seeds of doubt in my heart, child. Many a night, I find myself penning down all my theories and wild ideas, only to burn them to ashes when I open my eyes in the day.
Why? Because we'll face death by burning if word gets out?
True.
As a sage of the Venerationists, my soul has already become inextricably linked to the great tree. Every word I say and every move I make is certain to influence
Every word I say, every move I make.
Branch, even the tree itself, but above
He had
all
bars.
else, my days are numbered.
And?
Instinctively, I have my doubts about the golden blood and the human soul, yet I have no means of verifying them. The golden blood in my veins is woefully thin, and I am loath to waste what little time I have left obsessing over a hypothesis that cannot even be proven in the first place.
Maybe not by you.
I can, sir. I can do it for us. The time is right. Give me all that I need, and I shall accomplish this grand feat on your behalf.
You're right. I shall do just that.
What?
In the next meeting of the sages, I will spare no efforts fighting for the rights you deserve. Go. Establish your own school of thought.
Hey, that's a homie.
Find out what we are. Become the one who conquers the ultimate truths of the world.
Child of humanity, you didn't go to such lengths for an audience with Kefali. Just ask him a few questions, did you?
Hey, he's back.
So, you figured it out. If I were as foolish as a Dromus, perhaps I'd throw myself down and prostrate.
No, I'm not finishing
before
it today,
their
Green Angel.
greatness,
There's way too much.
begging for the gods.
I do want to chip away at it, but yeah.
Well, sorry to disappoint, but I'm no Dromus. Alas, I am a human, standing tall on 2 feet, possessing both intellect and pride.
That line might be the most Edward Elric thing I've heard.
Before such power, does it make any difference whether you're a human or a Dromus?
I'm sure you're familiar with the story of the Styxians. When the raging waves threatened to swallow them,
Oh?
they didn't just give up and become sitting ducks. No. They constructed a dam that kept the roaring tide at bay, chaining down the mad Fagusa.
Ocean Titan.
They call me a blasphemer, Xerxes. But that doesn't mean I deny the existence of gods. It's just...
It's just?
As I see it, Titans are simply a force that mankind has yet to find a way to tame.
Damn!
Oh, if power
And that line, I'm sorry, and this line is the most father shit I've ever heard in my life. This is the most dwarf in a flask homunculus line I've heard. Motherfucker is nuts.
Is what you crave. Why not conform to the prophecy and brave the trial?
Why stop at harnessing the power of the Titans when I can do so much more?
Oh yeah, he's my favorite.
The source of life is what I wish to grasp, to understand what makes up the soul, and to learn what we really are. Thanks to you,
That is the
I've
truth.
had a chance to personally verify, in more ways than one, that the soul indeed ceases to exist in death. But where there is death, there is life. And where there is an end, there must also be a beginning. How then is a soul born? That was the only unknown variable left in my calculations.
Oh?
And by the sound of it, you have already formed a conjecture.
No, I have already drawn a conclusion. In my journey unto death just now, I finally saw the answer with my own eyes.
Professor Anaxa.
Okay, I know that sounded like Castra's, but I thought it was...
I'm here.
Okay.
His life hangs by a thread. I must ask you to refrain from taking any unnecessary steps.
Of course. I'll bring this to a conclusive end and give you the answer you so desire.
Hey, what up, actress? Oh?
However, in accordance with the principle of equivalent exchange, I must also demand from you what I need.
Damn. Equivalent exchange, bitch.
As you wish.
Is it the sweet embrace of death?
Don't you care to know what the price might be?
No.
It's a matter of uncovering the truth about the Death Titan and his survival. This may be the only time I can ever save someone's life. There is no need for me to think twice.
Damn. Don't think twice.
See. In that case, let the show begin.
He is the entertainer.
Indulge me. Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' whereabouts and prove the nature of our existence now?
Before I begin, I must confess I had been stuck in a cognitive trap all this time.
Oh?
As unrelated as these two propositions may seem at first glance, they are in fact logical equivalents. They are merely two different ways of telling us about what the soul is at its core. The reason I say this is as I've mentioned earlier. The answer was hidden in my journey unto death.
Anaxa, you were in the Netherrealm?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I am but a living dead man now. But that's not important. What truly matters is, I overheard a conversation between heroes.
In chat, you know what's crazy? And the VOD watchers, I'm about to break the illusion. I already watched the 3.3 special program, and that just proves that you haven't watched the VOD. So, Subscribe to the VOD channel if you haven't already. I know what's to come and what's going to be said, but the way it's presented doesn't fucking matter. Because the presentation leading up to the answer and leading up to everything is so goddamn good that I don't give a fuck if I got spoiled. Because this is some fire. Anyway, pop off.
That's not all. Remember how I said you were a part of that conversation too, Circes?
Or should I call you Calypso?
And I've told you that I have no recollection of such an event. That was likely just an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying man.
Still spoiling is bad. Yeah, that doesn't give you the right to spoil shit. Right.
Of course you would remember.
Dude, am I an Axa? Because the way he's dropping shit, it's like me. Like I knew I was making up theories, finding proof, finding evidence.
Because that wasn't you. That was Calypso, one of the 7 sages of the Grove.
Calypso? Huh? Oh, that's the name I made up on a whim when speaking to this girl. How do you know of it? And surely you jest. Don't you think I, of all people, would know if that were the name of one of the 7 sages under the shade of my tree? Don't you claim to know the Grove's past like the back of your hand?
Oh, and I do. Oh, I very well do.
It seems you've lost even the memories seared into your soul. Use your head, Circe.
Exactly, Mushery.
Since all of this took place in the realm of the dead, it stands to reason their likenesses are of souls from the past. The living cannot step foot into that world, so who could they be? Think about Calypso. Why does she share your likeness? Yet you have no idea who she is. The answer is evident, is it not? Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood. The gods aren't master creators born out of thin air, and they are no different from humans, because they all evolved from one.
Dude, that is still crazy because I was so close with this one. Because I said, which technically what I said, not disproven yet, but my theory was that the Chrysos heirs aren't the Titans. I said the Chrysos heirs become the Eons that we know in the Honkai Star Rail universe. So I was so goddamn close. But again, still not disproven. Because that still could be the thing if, if the loop breaks and, now they're just exposed to the outer world. Nah, this isn't a shotgun mic, Simba. This is the TLM 102.
Does this answer disappoint you?
Yes, because you've answered nothing. If I truly was once human, as you claim, then where do the children of humanity come from?
Through evolution.
Even on the off chance that you speak the truth, this brings us no closer to grasping Thanatos' whereabouts. How are we to find them?
If the Titans of this cycle are the Eons, the Trailblazers, the Flame Chain. That's actually kind of fire. Wait, I didn't even... Hold the fuck up, girl. That's a fire ass. Ooh, I fuck with that.
I knew you would say that. But it matters not. I know what I'm doing. Actually, why don't we have this supreme being standing before us tell us everything?
Bet.
You can revive a Titan?
Humans cannot return from the dead. Neither can gods.
But transmutation, baby.
But all we need to do is look at this from a different perspective, and the problem will resolve itself. The solution is simple. Just like what you did to me. If I'm reborn as Kefali, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did. Simple, is it not?
Jesus. And I mean, if he does that, I guess Cersei claims his body, right?
I have news.
Oh my god.
Anaxa might be trying to do something with Kefali's divine body.
Dude, what the fuck? Yo, send me back to Anaxa.
Kefali? But what could Anaxa want? Is the Council of Elders going to sit around and let such a sacrilegious act unfold?
Yes, sir.
That is not possible. He is indeed the great performer, capable of fooling anyone and everyone with his tricks.
I'm sorry.
No need for guilt. For this
Oh,
is
all the time for guilt.
The Council of Elders
Fine on
has
who?
found
Only
themselves
Anaxa.
a traitorous
You know, until we
Anaxa's
until we see
ambitious
Fine On's
desires would be
backstory, and then
something
I'll
we
be
can
like, oh my god,
exploit.
Fine On, you're so fine.
What we should be doing now is to keep our eyes peeled for whichever trickery Kindness is up to, and react accordingly to thwart her plans. Being Akima's political center, the Demigod Council holds just as much significance as the Vortex of
Yes,
Genesis.
yes, yes.
Till then, it's best to get used to this.
We will be waiting here for your good news. Come find us anytime you need something. Teehee. Teehee. What do you think of this situation, Fine On?
Preposterous! The Christos heirs only have their standing because of the Council of Elders. How dare they trample over it?
Yo, fuck the Council of Elders. Die, yo. I mean, wow, these people are shooting daggers with their eyes.
It's been a while.
Didn't you die? Hello,
What is
Oleg.
that supposed to mean? Is this really the sort of person that the young lord praised as a ferocious warrior?
Dude, I must be misremembering. Anyway, I know that he kidnapped. Yeah, I thought, what? Hold on. Tribi. Dude, I must have misremembered. He nearly died. Okay, thank you.
It has indeed been some time, Lord Krateros. What brings you here in such haste?
Shh, keep it down. Be more vigilant. See those duplicitous dogs over there? They do the dirty work for Kindness.
They sure fucking
I already
do.
ordered my people to hold them back, but we should still lay low. Unless you're itching for a bloody fight to get a workout in.
My bad. So, did something happen?
Did you hear thunderclaps last night?
Oh, yeah, that was a clap in my ass. I mean, hooray, it's Acheron. Someone...
What?
Nothing.
He's been through a lot lately. Please pardon him. Can you tell us more about these thunderclaps?
The thunderbreak. Anyway.
Thunderclaps are beacon signals of strife. They are a message from the young lord. He threw a spear bearing several words at Akama.
Watch out. The Flame Reaver is back.
Oh, shit.
I guessed as much. We didn't actually kill them back at the Kremnos Arena.
No, we sent them to a different plane.
I figured this is something you would want to know. We Kremnoans never back down from a fight. So if you plan to take that thing down in a battle...
It was Mighty's ass cheeks. Oh, my bad, chat. Sorry.
You have my gratitude. I will let Aglaya know about this right away.
Wouldn't Aglaya already know because of the golden thread?
Remind her to be on her toes while you're at it. That vicious Kindness has been unusually active lately. Those lackeys she keeps undercover have been going in and out of the city a lot more frequently these days.
Mighty's cake
Some even
clapping
seem
of
to
it.
be
Hey, he's by
getting
himself. He's got
Kremnoans
nothing
to
better to do.
defect to the council.
Doki, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Me whenever I tell a dad joke. Hey, can we hear that again? Can we got a take two on that? I need that as a sound alert. No place there! Like, what the fuck?
That's...
Looks like you can see it for yourself.
We should get back. Thank you for the intel, Lord Krateros.
Thank you, Lord Krateros. Thank you, Lord Krateros. Back at the Trailblaze Chronicle. I mean, by the way, I feel like I did say that about the Flame Chase journey and the Trailblaze journey.
As the Theoros,
Oh, whoop.
Aglaya, What happened here?
I was going to say, I feel like the Flame Chase journey and the Trailblaze being similar. Like, I think at one point I did say that synonymous. I did say it was very similar. But if true, if the Trailblaze is just the Flame Chase journey, but not restricted to Amphorius, then, holy shit. Does that mean all of Star Rail is in a loop? That would be weird.
I know about the poisonous fangs of that king snake through the golden threads.
I think just Amphorius. I think so too.
I would be confident about keeping her in check, but I admit I am now unable to do so.
Well, yeah.
What do you mean?
It is no longer about eloquence or arguments.
Uh-huh.
I have been a demigod for far too long.
Yeah.
But I hardly have any humanity left. Before I realized it, I have become no different from these hypocrites.
Hungry hypocrites.
To the people.
Damn.
This has come a lot sooner than I expected. But perhaps it is time.
Huh?
I need you to step up, Finan, in order for me to retreat behind the scenes.
Oh.
Yes, this is my duty, but
it is
lock in, brother.
Easier for the Council of Elders to fool many than just fool one person.
Dude.
Their so-called more support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There is no glory in winning this.
Brother,
debate,
lock in.
But that makes having respect.
Will
for
you lock
humans
the fuck in?
so much more priceless. Finan.
Oh, my bad.
I appreciate what you've taught me, Aglaya. I hope we'll live up to your expectations and win this debate.
You better. Don't laugh.
Oh, you've done well, Lord Calictus. Let me
Calictus
and personally close this debate for today.
Oh my god. Man, debate club
Dearest
sucks.
Counselors, let it be known that I sorely miss the blissful times portrayed in lyrical poems.
Where's Brennan Lee Mulligan when you need him?
Amphorius was home to nearly 1,000 cities, each with their own local faith, while gods walked the
Brother Boo!
Yet, in the present, people from all over are forced to leave their homeland to seek refuge in the holy city, where they hope to rest.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
All of us have long been in the same boat with no way out of this plight. We didn't have a choice in the past, but now the Council of Elders brings to the table a new possibility.
Yeah. What's the question?
Would you rather strive toward the unheard of Era Nova, or return to the prosperous Era Chrysia of our past? Make your choice.
I gotta say, the amount of NPCs in the background is huge, because the War Dance was not like this.
Now,
that's a lot of NPCs.
Mortals to an eye.
Hey, lady, don't worry, I got you. I got you with this microphone. I stand by Era Nova if it's possible to bring Era Chrysia. For the Era Nova! Don't worry, I got it, guys.
Era Nova is a path of salvation the gods promised. We should not have doubts in the Flame Chase journey.
We all know that Era Chrysia is a thing of the past, Lady Kindness.
Finan, you need the mic.
Please, enlighten me. How does the Council
Fine
of
up.
Elders plan to turn back time?
Let the three titans of calamity be born, and Era Chrysia is nevermore. But bring demise to those titans, and Era Chrysia will descend upon us again.
That's stupid. I'm sorry, the mic was on. My bad. Oh, shit!
Alright, turn off the mic. Someone important actually showed up.
The Council of Elders is never one to make empty promises. Look at who we have
Damn.
on our side.
Both of them.
Anaxagoras, one of the Grove's 7 sages, and Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death.
Damn, this Flame Chase journey sucks.
With the help of these two
Maybe they're right.
heroes, I can promise all of you that Era Chrysia will exist once more.
Man, can you fucking believe that? Oh shit, my mic's on. Shit. Turn it off. Cut.
Aren't they Chrysos heirs? They're supporting the Council of Elders instead?
Isn't that what you wanted?
It's clear from the start that these heroes do not get along well in their group. All the more proof that Aglaya isn't fit to speak on behalf of every Chrysos heir. I am in favor of Hsr Chrysia.
This is a little too real for me. I don't know if I like this.
Hsr Chrysia! Hsr Chrysia!
Yeah? That's your chant? You wanna go again? I'll give you a second chance.
Hsr Chrysia! Hsr Chrysia!
Man, that guy fucking oh, sorry, the mic was still on. My bad. Cut the mic. Cut. Chat, do you hear that? I'm not one to point out recordings like this, but dog, that is 4, maybe 3 people in a booth around a microphone just fucking chanting. They definitely are around a microphone. It's like this, right? So this is me up to the mic. Hsr Chrysia! Hsr Chrysia! Hsr Chrysia! Yep! Hsr Chrysia! Hsr Chrysia! Hsr Chrysia! Like, dude, I'm gonna tell you exactly the visual, right? Imagine, microphone in the center, right? You have one person here, right, who's a little bit closer. You have one person who's in the back, who's a little bit taller, like here. And then on the other side, you have one person here, and then same thing over here. And they're all talking around this microphone, right? So it's like going around like this. Hsr Chrysia, Hsr Chrysia, Hsr Chrysia. Oh, fuck me, dude. They should have layered that. Okay, you can stop now. It's one of the few, I love dissecting like how they did a thing, like an effect, or like how they recorded a certain thing. So it's just funny to me that like taking off the magic, but like normally I like to leave the illusion and let people ponder for themselves. But that one was so obvious I had to explain it why it sounded like that.
Castorus? Why are you standing over there?
You finally arrived, Naxa. So have you, Cass.
No, not gonna full name Cass?
Don't worry, Aglaya. Well, I know that you have many queries. Could you continue to converse like how the citizens normally do?
Damn.
Tell me, dear citizens.
Yes.
If we successfully retrieve and return Thanatos' core flame without anyone passing the Death Titan's trial, what would happen next?
There would be no death?
The answer is simple. We will have a chance to rid the world of death.
Oh shit, yeah, I was right.
Bring Amphorius back to an era when all beings live forever. We'll usher in a new future that will be entirely different from the flame chase journey.
But that's just a hypothesis.
He's one of the 7 sages.
Shut the fuck up.
Is much too idealistic. As long as the Black Tide still exists, how can we go back to the old days?
Remember what I previously said? Kefali's core flame is guarded by the secret power of the Council of Elders.
Ah yes, the secret power.
Pagusa's water curtain will be able to block out any external perceptions. Tell me, dear citizens, have any of you ever seen even a glimpse of the threat that this person is talking about anywhere within the walls of this majestic
Wow, and Exagger's using logic. Damn. But this place will become the Flame Reaver's target sooner or later. Isn't this just survivorship bias?
If we eliminate death, then there's no need for us to fear that Flame Reaver, right?
Not if he steals the core flame.
Citizens, let's loudly sing the blessed hymn. Oh, beautiful old world, where are you now?
All right.
After the destruction
Cut
of
it,
the
cut it.
three titans of calamity, the flame chase journey will have to end.
He is playing them up. Oh my god. Anaxagoras should have been a lawyer.
This is bad. The masses are now totally wrong.
War Dragon, thank you for the prime. Anaxagoras is Miles Edgeworth at the beginning of Ace Attorney 1.
Anaxa, pray tell. Everything that you've mentioned hinges on the premise that we can find Thanatos' existence.
Ooh,
right?
That's not the right question.
Thank you, Lady Aglaya, for still caring about this city. However, dear citizens, we are truly fortunate and blessed.
Truly fortunate and blessed. Oh my god. This is some cult talk. That's crazy.
For Castorus, Idonia's goddess of death, will surely find Thanatos under my guidance.
What? With that, I solemnly promise that the core flame Lady Castorus brings back will be personally managed by the Council of Elders.
Shut the fuck up, Tinus.
If we all
Yeah. Yeah, shut up, sharing an excitement, idiots.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By carefully into Lent and above, as the Theoros I have observed, Akama has chosen her destiny. The issue up for discussion at this citizens' assembly shall be modified to the suspension of the flame chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the Wall of Heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way.
I mean, in a shitty way, I can't blame them. Right? Because if you're presented with this logic, I mean, it makes sense. Like, that's the fucked up part, right?
Aglaya, dear Aglaya, what has caused your heart to soften?
Damn.
You also don't seem to be as quick-witted as before.
Well, probably that, you know, Trian died.
Wag your tongue as much as you like. Since the flame chase journey has been preordained by the prophecy, our failure has never been on the cards.
Well then, I guess we'll find out if that's true.
They don't call him the great performer for nothing. Dude, this is the great performer. Also, shout out to 19 out of 19. Lygus announces the conclusion of the debate and the attendees part ways. Castorus, what's going on? Okay, I can't talk to him. Hey girl, hey. What up, Cass? How you doing, girl?
Well, it seems that when I sent you to look for Anaxa, I unintentionally facilitated your partnership.
Yeah, this is your fault.
My apologies, everyone. I know that you have many questions to ask me. I will answer them to the best of my knowledge.
In that case, please tell us as much as you can.
What happened when you went to look for Anaxa? I mean, this is probably equivalent exchange.
Actuality, he showed me a past that was both long and heavy.
There we
The reason
go.
I say this is as I've mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Anaxa.
Yep.
Yes, I am
Yep.
but a...
You already said that. Oh, we're switching to Cass.
Have you heard of this tale before?
Nah,
Tale about the
Palixia.
ocean god's treasured pearl. Our hometown. It was a seaside town, which
Fire
enjoyed the
art.
ocean breeze
The art looks great.
and glorious, peaceful times, thanks to the wisdom of its ruling queen. Until one day, an evil dragon descended upon the town. Its wings were large enough to blot out the sun, while its claws were sharp enough to rip the waves apart. It barged into the tall tower and devoured the queen's beloved daughter.
Huh.
It even settled itself in her bedroom, like a tyrant king. The queen
Interesting.
assembled 300 warriors who managed to subdue the evil dragon by chaining it up. However, when the queen slit open the dragon's belly, she realized that the princess had long since been digested, and all that was left of her was a pile of bones.
That's some Elden Ring shit.
Devastated, the queen wept for several days.
Type shit.
It was then that a devious, smooth-talking
Oh,
spirit
hey!
arrived
Hen
at the
Exaggerus.
palace and suggested that the princess could be revived through the use of dragon bone and dragon blood. That liar called this process the
Damn,
sacred art
he made a
of
chimera. Crazy. Like I said, chat, Hen Exaggerus is Shao Tucker.
The princess was reborn. The queen was overjoyed, blissfully unaware that the evil dragon's soul still lurked within the princess's body. As revenge, the evil
Hey, what up,
dragon
Zonic?
swallowed the poor queen, the glib liar, the courageous warriors, and all of the town's innocent civilians in a single gulp.
God damn. What the mouth do if it can do all that?
Still, the souls of the deceased refused entry to the Netherrealm because
Oh.
they were filled with regret. Forced to roam the mortal realm, these resentful souls ultimately converged into a river of souls.
So,
that would
and
not
access just the
retreat
entire
for
FMA
a
series?
long
Honestly,
time.
yes.
The terrifying death had consumed all. Thereafter, our hometown fell into ruin as well.
This part reminded me of Dungeon Meshi. I haven't watched Dungeon Meshi. I gotta watch it.
Until?
Actually, I don't know what happened next either.
Oh.
It seems that you still like to whet people's appetites even after all this time, Pelixia. So, according to your story, this is how
I was gonna say, you look exactly the same. I was like, what are you talking about?
practically a mirror image. And yet, what exactly is this?
The funny thing is, this is Cersei's human form.
A miracle that I created with alchemy. As for what it is and how I was able to accomplish it, I'll keep the answers to myself for now.
Oh, my goodness. Is this cliffhanger really necessary?
Quiet, Titan. Continue to enjoy this splendid play.
I love how they're
And
back
truth
at
will
the
naturally reveal
fountains of the Chrysos heirs.
Dragon, huh? I've heard this legend before.
In that case, what do you think of it?
I think that this so-called alchemy was a tenuous analogy added to the story by future generations. After all, you've never heard of a tradition of alchemy in your hometown before, have you?
Indeed.
An Axum made a Philosopher's
Before I
Stone.
left home to
Honestly,
pursue my education, I never
that would
even
be fire.
knew
Oh my
anybody
god, I
was
didn't even
looking into
realize
this
the thing
area
on
of study.
Pelixia's face.
Therefore, we can just treat this tale as a fable told to young children.
A fable, you say? If so, what moral is it trying to impart to the kids?
I guess it might be the concept of
Boom.
equivalent exchange.
Lamau.
I thought the moral might be closer to something like honor the dead.
Both can be true.
At a loss for words?
No, I merely realized that we're both
Yeah.
thinking of the same
Yeah, that's what I was
principle.
saying.
If life is priceless, then there is hardly anything else in this world that is of equal weight to it, right?
Indeed. As expected of the wisest scholar in the land.
Damn, it is Full Metal.
You flatter me. Why don't I ask you a question as well, as a form of equivalent exchange?
Of course. What is your question?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you, would you use it to resurrect someone you loved?
Damn.
What? What kind of strange question is this? I got it.
Oh, that's
You're
so cute.
just trying to get me to tell you whether I like anyone, right?
Let's just leave it at that. That was rude of me.
Yes, I would.
Damn, like that?
Oh.
Death is inevitable. In the days to come,
I mean,
I'm certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good.
I feel like that is the thing, right? Like, everybody would. Everybody in the real world. Everybody in any form of media would like to do that, you know?
If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation.
Yeah.
After all, you, me,
and the rest will all have to face that fateful moment eventually.
Damn. Oh.
My time is finally here. However, perhaps because of my firm belief in the immeasurable value of life, I am unable to complete the trial.
Oh?
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains and be reborn with the dead flame. It is a pity that fate is such a cruel mistress.
Hey, what up, Victoria?
Is there no other way of interpreting those words?
I'm afraid that the meaning is clear. Between my sister and me, one must pay the price. Our trial can only be completed when the one chosen sacrifices her life.
What the fuck? It is Full Metal.
I'm afraid that the prophecy might even have selected a pair of twins for this exact purpose.
Fortune makes fools of us all.
My sister is prepared to sacrifice herself. And yet, I can't do the same. How absurd. My time is almost up, but I'm still afraid to welcome death. What should we do? If I'm ultimately not able to make up my mind...
Since Chaos is willing to guide all of us and
Who is
lead
Chaos?
this trial to the end, there is still plenty of time for you to ponder.
That's right. Don't allow the fog of an uncertain future to cloud your mind.
Trial, prophecy, the topics that they're discussing seem familiar.
Yeah, it's all the it's the flame chase.
These three people must not have left their names in the epics. Otherwise, I would have some recollection of this.
Amphorius's history before the Titans were born was
Can we put it in sub-only mode just in case for now?
Is that not strange by itself? I have long held 3 hypotheses about this. However, let's continue watching for now.
Calypso, Polixia, and this warrior. I seem
The fact that Castris didn't recognize
recognize
Nias is crazy.
Regarding this matter, Nias, are you confident that you'll complete your trial?
Of course. Though, I am worried about what will happen once I've emerged victorious.
Castris, will you finally fucking say something about Nias?
Looks like you have made up your mind.
Yes, this is the safest course of action.
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, and reason. You really know how to make things difficult.
Please, young lady, witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host the soul-rending ceremony.
I do not understand. Why would you dare to sacrifice yourself for a future that you won't get to witness?
Because this is our destiny. The power that resides within me is so intense that I will one day be engulfed by it. Furthermore, a valorous death before glorious return has always been the path I chose to walk. A journey I began long ago.
The journey I began long ago.
Chaos were in my position. I believe they would make the same choice as well.
Damn.
I'm not that brave. I don't know how I'm supposed to face such a serious affair.
Despite being Death's chosen one, it seems you still don't know how to face it. Let's chat, young lady. Perhaps I shouldn't end my journey so hastily. Since there's still time, I'm not worried about letting fate wait a little longer.
Hey.
Of course. This warrior.
Yay, thank you.
Lord Anaias, as the embodiment of Nikador's divinity, he entrusted his life to us and allowed humankind to end his madness.
Yapville for reals? Yeah, but it's interesting, Yap.
That means that what I'm currently seeing before my eyes is in fact...
Looks like one hypothesis of mine has already been proven true. These heroes are the true forms of the Titans, before they attain their divinity.
Facts!
If so, the chosen one of death that he speaks of is actually...
Polixia? Is the previous form of Thanatos?
Yup.
But her appearance...
If this is true, as long as we can find out where she went, we'll naturally be able to figure out the location of the Death Titan.
But before that, we first need to witness what ultimately happened to Lord Anaias.
Alright, well, let's see what happened to Lord Anaias. After this commercial break, because I gotta pee and refill on water. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And we're just gonna dive right into it. Is my castress built? I wanna say she is. I can't remember.
Honor, courage.
I already said that.
Finally, the only thing that remains is reason.
Yeah, reason.
Cheer up, young lady. There is no need to shed tears over a glorious death.
Did they not say this already?
Farewells in this world.
No, okay.
No, young lady. As a warrior, I have witnessed too many bitter deaths. But now, all I feel is peace. I did not know until this moment that mortals could live their lives in such a way.
Although only a sliver of your soul remains, you remain so optimistic. Or maybe the truth is that you aren't able to feel sorrow anymore.
Damn!
To be honest, I don't know either. But I am certain of one thing. This is not an acceptance of death nor apathy.
Yeah, Hunter Peterson does kill it.
It's not even a feeling of despair. I am just enjoying what remains of my life to the fullest.
Good on you.
Enjoying?
Indeed. Along this journey that we've taken together, not only have I changed the world, I myself have also changed in the process. And now I have reached the journey's end.
Come with me, take the journey. The very depressing journey.
Epic that I've personally written. How could I not revel in that fact?
Aw, that's so cool.
But when you depart the mortal realm, won't all of your accomplishments be reduced to nothing?
No.
Separation and death are two sides of the same coin. Reconciling this doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Finally, let me recount to you a story of mine.
Man, we're just constantly deep and deep and deep, huh?
The first time I returned from the battlefield, I felt extremely hollow. The calamity had devoured everybody on the battlefield but me. When I returned to the city alone, the citizens held a banquet for me that was far from pleasant.
Oh, never mind.
I felt as though I was still on the battlefield, and the person who had returned was nothing but an empty shell. It was late into the night by the time the banquet ended. My head still reeling, I returned alone to the barracks.
Alone!
On the way back, I encountered someone. It was a crazed scholar looking at the night sky and muttering to himself by the side of the road. Although I tripped over him and fell, I wasn't angry in the slightest. And maybe because I saw myself in him, I inexplicably asked him a question. Do you think that it'd be better if we just died on the roadside like a couple of stray dogs?
No.
To my surprise,
Jesus.
he shrugged his shoulders and sighed.
To someone who is currently experiencing death, dying and living afford the same amount of bliss.
Not the mad scholar.
Now please go away and don't block my starlight.
Jesus.
Are you trying to say that there is no difference between living and dying? For they are both journeys that lead toward death?
That is quite a way to look at it, but...
That's exactly what life is, and death is, but a scale to measure how valuable the journey was. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade.
God, this conversation is gonna make me start thinking about my own mortality. Stop. I'm thinking about my actual real life being a time loop, and that's why we constantly get deja vu. Stop it. God. Emphorius isn't real, it can't hurt you. Emphorius isn't real, it can't hurt you. Chat, don't worry. Emphorius isn't real and it can't hurt you. Life isn't a time loop. Everything's fine.
Therefore,
let me put on my tinfoil hat.
Don't detest your fate. Instead,
God, I bet I sound like a fucking lunatic. Hey, Common Rider, thank you for the sub.
The embodiment of strife, telling me about the majesty of the world.
Isn't that crazy?
Indeed. I believe that when the fated moment eventually arrives, you will be able to understand my words. It is time for me to knock on death's door.
Don't worry, I got it, guys.
I will set up a long table at the end of the road and humbly await your arrival.
Death?
When that moment finally comes, let us drink and be merry then.
Damn. Bai Hung is waiting for me, guys. The quintet awaits.
I knew this day would eventually come.
Oh.
Are the both of you ready?
No.
Polixia.
Ah.
I'm here.
Castris.
What? This
is quite interesting indeed.
I mean, obviously we knew that was her sister. We've seen the trailer.
Is this Polixia's sister?
Brother, it's you. Open your fucking eyes.
Is it me?
You are immortal.
Now, it's time for us to fulfill our promises. Are you afraid? What are you afraid of?
That I won't be able to do it.
Damn.
You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold in the prophecy, and according to our vows, once it all ends, we must face our fated moment head on.
Damn.
Even if it was prophesized, do we have no say in the matter? It's so unfair.
Yeah.
Why are we the only ones who are forced into mutual destruction?
Yeah.
Let me do it, sister. Let me be death's sacrifice. I was never long for this world anyway. But you're different.
Bro, whoever voices Polixia sounds so good and it reminds me of someone. I don't want to say who it is because I know it's not them, but they sound great.
I was the one who wasted your life after all.
What?
You're wrong, Polixia. I don't think that my life was wasted. Just the opposite. When I finally arrived at this destination and looked back at the journey I took, I discovered that flowers had long since bloomed along the path I walked. It was you who sowed the seeds for this sea of flowers. One that is more beautiful than the
Wait, it was Ajax VA? No way, really? Abby Espiritu?
Besides, I have lived a fulfilling life. Even though I was fated for sacrifice, none of the things that I've experienced will dissipate. Instead, they'll forever live on as memories inside your head. Will they not?
Damn.
How could my memories of you ever compare to the actual you?
Damn. I just the trailers.
Tell me.
That's crazy, dude. Dead ass. There were moments I thought it was Shermily.
What exactly are we?
Oh! The question that Cersei has been looking for. Or the answer.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But regardless of what the answer is, regardless of how we're shaped by others, or even by this world, ever since we were born, the fact that we existed was predestined, and nothing could erase it.
Well, except history.
This is why I will always, always be by your side. We're twins, after all. All right, my dear Polixia. It's time to extract my heart and light the flame of death. After that, use it to plant the first bud in the prophesied new world.
What the shit?
If I imparted my knowledge of the art of alchemy to you,
oh shit.
Would you use it to resurrect someone you
Oh
loved?
fuck, wait.
Death is inevitable. In the days to come, I am certain that someone whom I cherish deeply will leave me for good. If such a mighty power really existed, I think I would use it without hesitation. Even now, my answer remains the same. This is why, sister, I promise you, in the prophesied new world, I shall plant the first bud on your behalf. Go now. Return to the ocean god's treasured pearl, our hometown.
Styxia.
I shall open wide the entrance to the nether realm and grant you a second life. The living beings on this earth shall respond to my call and lead you to the sacred daylight.
Then that would explain why Casterus has... That would explain why Casterus has that ability. If resurrected, but it's like taboo, she'd have the touch of death.
Remember, do not look back on the land of the dead, and do not stop moving. In the new world promised by the prophecy, march toward your new life. As for the price of our equivalent exchange, let me be the one to pay it.
Shit.
Everybody, we've come to the end. Unfortunately, I am not compatible with the Supreme Being, so I was unable to completely fuse their soul into my own body. However, being able to glean all this from them is exciting enough. I'm certain of this now. Before the Titans that we are well acquainted with were born, a group of heroes roamed the land.
Doing a flame chase journey of their own.
Followed a prophecy and took possession of divine authorities one by one, until they eventually became the pantheon of the new world. Just like the flame chase journey of today, Amphorius's history is cyclical in nature.
Then I get that, and we're doomed to repeat history. My question is, because in the 3.3 special program, they obviously dropped that, and I asked chat if that means that everybody, but I guess what my brain
connected with what chat was saying is that it's the same people over and over and over again, so it's always an Axa being, you know, the god of reason, which doesn't make sense because of Cersei. I actually prefer this. So does that mean, and now my theory is that, okay, clearly they want to break the cycle. Does that mean Anaxa wants to break the cycle? Technically, didn't I say a theory about the Flame Reaver wanting to break the cycle and stealing all the core flames? I feel like that was a theory I had a while ago. Hey, thank you, Dancing Pinata, for the sub. Wait, are we in sub-only mode? You can take it off sub-only mode. I didn't say sub-only mode. I said emote-only mode like a while ago.
Huh.
Yes, you did? Bet.
What a startling revelation. This
You said sub? Oh, that's my bad. That's on me. My bad, chat.
Flames will also become the new titans at the world's end, thereby shaping a new world?
I believe that this is the truth behind the Era Nova, as mentioned in the prophecy.
Huh.
This is
Then Era Nova sucks!
Utterly. Besides, those twins in the past, even if they really are Thanatos, their whereabouts are still unknown.
No, they're not.
Even
Styxia.
today.
Are their whereabouts truly unknown?
Yeah.
Didn't Polixia mention that seaside town? The birthplace of alchemy in the tale of the dragon.
Yeah. Or maybe not Styxia, but like,
in our
yeah.
world, there exists a city which
yeah, okay, I was right.
matches that description. Styxia.
But the people there worship Vagusa and bear no relation to Thanatos.
Who gives a shit?
I have also never been to
Better,
that
Victoria.
place, as in the time of Idonia.
My guess,
It
Robin,
had now turned into
with the Flame
underwater
Reaver,
ruins.
my theory was that the Flame Reaver is someone is either Finon or Mighty. Probably leaning more towards Finon because of the sword. That looks exactly like his sword. And the symbols on him. And he stuck around in the next cycle. Like maybe Flame Reaver is Kaus, who was Finon, who is again in this cycle and is trying to gather all the core flames. So then maybe he thinks with the power of all the core flames in one person, in one titan, they can end the cycle.
Take this.
This is...
Take this,
The new
take this.
forest masterpiece. The Philosopher's
He did have a Philosopher's Stone!
It was made by transmuting all of the sages' wisdom into a single entity, with their flesh and blood as its foundation.
Holy fucking shit, dude!
Remember? I've mentioned before that the art of alchemy is all about conversion.
Whoever said Harry Potter, I need you to time them out. Don't bring Harry Potter into this bullshit.
This process also applies to the pursuit of truth.
Philosopher's Stone is strictly Full Metal Alchemist. The fuck?
The truths of the world have been refined from the
Get that Harry Potter shit out of here. The fuck? Also, they didn't even commit. They changed it. Also, J.K. Rowling sucks. But, this is a Full Metal Alchemist fucking character. This is the entirety of Full Metal Alchemist as a character.
This stone will lead you to your real hometown.
Damn.
Allowing you to reform the door to the Nether Realm and discover Thanatos' fate.
You still look as confident in your victory as ever. But what if your conjecture is wrong?
Then fuck it.
Simple. I shall merely admit to the entire world that my experiment was a failure.
Bet.
However, my line of thinking will not fail because I have already planted the seeds of doubt into the hearts of the masses.
Oh?
Actions speak louder than words, Castoris. With the assembly about to begin, don't forget the promise you've made.
I've already searched for so long. I'm willing to try one more time. While we converse,
This is nuts.
his life is also slowly slipping away. But before I leave, I have another question. What exactly did we witness just now?
That was the world imprinted in Kefali's soul.
In Kaus's soul.
If we are to prove its existence, you must take the final step. go.
Then if that's Kaos' soul, then maybe Flame Reaver isn't Kaos.
I understand.
Maybe it is Phynon. And he's from the future.
Child of humanity.
Don't get antsy. I still remember the question you posed to me. As a scholar, I do not wish to offer up ambiguous conclusions. Let's discuss this topic again when she manages to find the evidence.
I merely wanted to ask, was that stone transmuted from your heart? If so, rebirth is no longer an option for you.
I'm not here for rebirth.
Why not? When I was a child, I lost someone dear to me. When I was a teenager, I lost my faith.
Damn.
A while back, although you saved my life, I also lost my soul in the process.
How does she create? Like with the raid.
Now I'm merely forsaking my body. What's the big deal?
Damn. Damn.
Why are you always finding ways to die? Isn't it good to be alive?
If an Anaxagoras is the reason they break the cycle, he's gonna be so justified, so he doesn't care.
This is but a necessary sacrifice on my path to transform into the purest of them all.
The purest Titan?
Can someone who's dead even claim to be the purest of them all? Furthermore, if your hypothesis is proven correct, does it not just confirm that the myths are true, and thereby invalidate all your theories?
No, it's just the opposite. If my hypothesis is correct, it means that I can actually ascend to godhood and reshape this absurd world that you all have created.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Chat. Hold up. 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 I have to see something. Hold up. Hold up. We've been so blinded, chat. Could you fucking imagine? Now, chat. I know what we've all been saying. You know my theory. You know my theory. And maybe this is just crazy thinking. Maybe this is just crazy talk. But my boy, maybe I've been looking at this all wrong. What if, because we've all been, because I have always been like, damn, surely, like, because the red herring of it being, well, I don't know if red herring is the right word, but when they first showed off Inforius and the theory that these characters become eons, like, what if, like, because my theory was that Phynon becomes Nanook. And obviously because of Noose and all that stuff, but what if Anaxagoras is actually Nanook? Like, and hear me out, chat. They have the eye covering thing, which obviously, but here's the crazy part. Like, obviously the thing that makes us all think that Phynon is Nanook, if the theory that these characters end up becoming, if the theory that they end up becoming, they end up becoming eons, right? If that theory is true, like, like there is that one shot of Phynon getting the smear on his chest of gold blood, right? And like, it could be a red herring because he just said that he gave up his heart. And this looks almost like his body has been, like, transmutated. Like, obviously he still has his eye, but, like, the thing about Nanook is that he wants to kind of destroy and reshape the fucking thing. And we did find out that destruction is the third path because of the 3.3 special program. We actually haven't discovered it here. The face absolutely gives Mighty hell, even Phynon with the hair and there's a lot of things, but I didn't even think this could be Anaxagoras, because even like if you look at Anaxagoras' arms, the gloves, the little runes that Anaxagoras has, it kind of even matches like the runes and the wrists like that Nanook has. Like, look at this shit right here. Like, hold up, let me, like, look at this shit right here. These specific runes matches the kind of similarly to the runes that are on his like shoulder, right? And also, and this is absolutely reaching, but both Nanook and Anaxagoras have like this like collar thing that almost looks like it's very similar. Anaxagoras' path is erudition, so that doesn't matter because he would reshape himself. That's something that a lot of folks, I think, fail to realize, that they are so married to the idea of like a character's path in the game, right? That they're so married to the path that a character has as a playable that they don't fucking realize that it's different than what the thing in the game is, like lore-wise, right? Dunhung has 2. Sparkle follows Elation. Yeah, exactly. Game paths don't equate to canonical paths. Genuine is erudition, but he's 100% for the hunt. Yeah. Gameplay and story segregate. Yeah, the separation. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like a lot of folks, I think it'd be really cool. And I feel like it would make a little sense just hearing Anaxagoras talk the way he is. The more he talks, I'm like, you know, I actually could see him as like the destroyer to then reshape shit. Because he's essentially destroying his entire body. It is a crazy theory, by the way. So, and again, this can only be proven if these Chrysos heirs do end up becoming eons once the cycle breaks. Because again, it's all hearsay and it's all theory based. You know what I mean? Anyway. I just like theorizing about random shit. But it's just a literal thought that I had just now.
A lot to take in at once.
Sure is.
Lady Aglaya, please, let me explain. You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding.
I do still think that Aglaya will be abundance, though.
Desire to gain the power to control that core
Either that or order.
Approaching citizens' assembly. Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kindness. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace.
What about beauty? I never once thought Aglaya was beauty. I mean, she's hot, but I never once thought she was like the eon of beauty,
The Black
is what I mean.
Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this
I will
decision.
say, if Anaxa, for whatever reason, does end up being, if that eon theory is true, you know, everybody owes me an apology. That's all I'm saying.
I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mr. Soul.
Well,
Chat owes you 500 subs.
You already had every reason to seek an audience.
All I'm saying is, so far, chat, a good amount of my theories have been right. That's all I'm saying.
Us in this difficult situation. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
I mean, why wouldn't you?
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it. and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
Castris, you've changed. Unsure of what to say, but offers a smile. Have mercy, Aglaia. Stay in your thread.
I have always hoped to hear.
CyYu stole Scylla's scripts. Lamau.
I'm glad to have heard your true thoughts. Stixia.
I mean, I just asked Hayden
visited that place
and
in the
Naxa's
past.
Nanook theory thoughts.
Though it is now an
And they
island
went, I do
surrounded by
not
the
see it at
river
all.
of Soul's torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to.
You're all
make the trip with
naysayers.
Castris
Chat.
and meet the god of death
All
himself.
naysayers. Turns out I'm an Exagris. And you're all fools. And once my theories are proven true, you will all see that I was right.
Castris, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed
You wish you were an
story will
Hexa.
bring
Shut the
to
fuck up.
Flame
Yeah.
Chase journey.
I love Full Metal Alchemist.
Thank you, Lady Aglaia.
I love Full Metal Alchemist. Why wouldn't I want to be the Full Metal
damper on
Alchemist
this
character?
Heartwarming moment, but if Stixia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Trebe is probably...
The answer is quite simple.
We walk.
In the myths, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault. That is to say,
Oh,
they could
we're calling in
enter and
Cypher.
leave the nether realm as they pleased. And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of this. I'll see you
Oh,
at
my bad.
Memorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow.
Hey, let's go, Cypher.
Cypher shall be your guide to find.
Bet. Scoliosis cat. Everyone disperses, each lost in their own thoughts. Don Hung isn't back yet. Nameless recollection. The servant tells of a mystery within. Okay. Nice. Nice. Is that a fish? Oh, it's a seal. I never even noticed that thing.
Hey, friend.
Oh, hey, man.
Debate finally over? Did you win?
No, I lost. We managed to win ourselves a glorious defeat.
Glorious defeat. You sure know how to look on the bright side.
Damn, really? A fully colored version of a FMA manga? That's actually fire.
Even while you were at the debate. I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem. Let's see. I still have only 32 books to go.
Damn, what a fast reader.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always.
Yeah, man, it's just called anime.
Especially
You
if you're as diligent
horny
as them.
bitch.
I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders.
Or does Men sound similar on March 7th? Yes, but I don't think it's the same actor.
Why are my eyelids so heavy all of a sudden?
There's nothing more we can do for now. Let's get some rest.
Oh, you're right. Then I'll go back to... Me.
Uh-huh. Good night, Mem. Good night, Akima. It is nighttime now, right? I mean, it could be. Later, somewhere in Akima. Later, somewhere in Akima.
Cass? What a surprise.
Oh, depression.
Lady Trebe. Is something troubling you?
Yeah.
I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off.
Oh my god.
No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Stixia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There is no telling what we'll encounter.
Not
there.
the doll. Yes, the
I
doll.
Don't want to have any regrets.
I constantly have regrets.
Has anyone told
Should
you
not
that
have let Trian
your
travel.
eyes are sparkling today?
Aw.
Is that a figure of speech? In the past, when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled even as you smiled.
Well, damn.
Lady Trebe, You know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie.
Damn.
I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
No, I don't plan on finishing the story today. There's way too much. I still think I have like 7 hours left.
None of us knows what you went through, apart from Maggie. But we know it must have been filled with pain and
I actually don't know how many hours I have left.
As
I'm
it
just
is the
assuming.
fate
Roughly 4 to 5? Not bad, not bad.
We are just
All right, now
happy
you're
for
giving
you.
me less than 6.
Core
That's
flame you're
different.
meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
But you already know where tomorrow is, don't you? There's no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm
my
as
controller died.
everyone else's. Because we embrace others to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysosaur we know.
That's not true.
Lady Treeby.
That falls to Mighty.
It's hard to put into words. I suddenly found myself with so many wishes. So much I want to accomplish before setting off.
Then go do it, Cass. Trian.
When you play on Xbox, is it
was
plugged in?
actually
Yes.
working on a
Because it was
surprise
literally the
for
one
you.
USB-C cable I have.
It's a pity she didn't get to finish it.
It was plugged into the
But now
Xbox and not the
Trian
fucking
and I are
PlayStation.
working on it.
Alright, now I
We'll
got
make
it.
sure to give it to you.
Oh.
So, let's meet back here when you return from Styxia. Safe travels.
We cut off Hayden. No one tell Hayden. No one tell Hayden. They'll be so mad. I can't sleep. It's almost like the sun is blaring in my fucking eye. Who could that be? Oh, you. They know. Oh, you.
It's me.
Oh, damn. Hey, girl, hey.
I hope I didn't wake you.
I mean, the sun woke me. Is it another mission from a guy? Sleep is a luxury when you're at my age.
I'm glad to see you're as full of life as ever. I'm here because of private matters, actually.
Whoa, whoa,
If it
whoa.
isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me to retrieve something.
Okay. Sure, let's go.
Aren't you going
No.
to ask me what it is?
No.
It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
Say less. Hey guys, we're going on a date. The kiss of death is in sight. Where are we going? I'm gonna beat you there. See you later, nerd. Damn, shout out to the PlayStation 5 not loading in everything. It hurts me to see all of that shit not loading in.
I want to vote. Tell me how I can vote.
Well, you see, you go to your local government office.
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kephili rune, select the Council of Elders in your heart, and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it
People
into the
wanting to
drain.
vote? Must not be Twitch chat. Must be a YouTube chat.
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons?
Oh!
The Black Tide took my hometown long ago! Who are they kidding with bringing back Erechrysia? It's all a sham to create their own Erechrysia in Akama!
It's a little too real.
The Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine wrath.
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have been.
Yeah, I also have it installed on my PC, but I don't trust my LA PC.
You'll see soon enough, you old fogey.
Fogey? Whoa, I didn't like the way you said that. You old fogey.
And I pray that Talantans smack some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns
Fucking
out.
fogey. Yo.
That was
Type shit.
skeptical.
Hold on. Alright, just another peaceful day in Akama.
I suppose peaceful is technically correct if no actual violence happened.
True.
To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphorius.
Yeah, I kind of hate it. I can't fall asleep.
People are even holding votes to reconcile differing opinions. This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times.
It's the what now? No, I'm just kidding. Shouldn't you have gotten used to it by now? This is what the flame chase is all about.
Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia, a city of rime and frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos, and were well known for their unique burial rites and traditions. Traditions that I played a major role in.
Right. Because of the curse on you.
Yes. You now know me as the Mortician of Akama, but back in those days...
In those days, we really believed that to be the world's one and only truth.
I was trudging across the frosty plains on my own when the Idonians found me. They saw the curse in me as a blessing from Thanatos, and believed that my hands could correct the Arachrysia's mistake and lead them to meet the great god of death.
Okay.
They provided me shelter, but in return, I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners bound for execution, and heroes.
Blackout curtains must be a necessity. They gotta be. Isn't that just an executioner?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No matter how kind or cruel the means, nothing can change.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, Cass. I'm sorry.
Taking away someone's life is never worthy of religious worship.
Oh, damn. Damn, girl, damn. So where are we going?
I can't do it. Their voices, they pierce my ears. The pleading. The thanks.
Ah. I know that feeling, child.
So you're not
I was once
elder kind?
as lost as you are now.
Okay.
But you must respect those walking towards death. Just like how you should respect yourself as the holy maiden.
Shut up!
What you're asking me to do is no better than the task of an executioner.
I'm no better than a
want me
man.
to respect
I mean, what?
myself.
I mean, I'm a man.
No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
You sure are.
This won't be the first time that Adonia's fanatical nether warriors have faced death. On the contrary, recruits new to the battlefield often run away from their first fight.
But it's not a fight.
Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this world. The fact that you can wield it means you are deserving of respect.
I hear the whispers in the background. It's actually nuts.
That's such a twisted reason.
Then let me tell you a story.
You better do it, you bitch.
In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Dracon, an elderly executioner. The sword has 3 air holes along its body. If the sword is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart this world quickly and painlessly.
I farted.
But should the executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. On that cue, the screams of the executed are sure to follow.
Who did that?
Every executioner after Dracon is to hone their sword skills every day in preparation of future executions. Every swing of their blade must be more resolute than the last, for failing to do so will bring pain.
How are you not? Anyway.
Pain for the dying, as well as pain for themselves.
What do you say?
No. I can never get used to this.
Sorry, I missed that. What'd you say?
You misunderstand, child. I am not telling you to get used to it. I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more determination.
Get used to killing, bitch.
Go walk with the dead and love them as you love life.
Ew, don't fuck them.
Then you'll no longer hear those noises.
Don't have sex with them.
Please, don't kill me. I don't want to die.
Do it. Do it. A gentle touch.
No!
He shat himself. You gently touch the prisoner's forehead with your finger. His face is pale. His eyes flicker with fear. And his body trembles uncontrollably. And he shat himself. Is it because of fear, anger, and hatred? Or is your so-called merciful touch of death simply a lie? The dark purple models spread like petals across the death rose inmate's face and seemed to submerged by spring water flooding his body. His trembling ceased, and the cries that had once begged for mercy slowly turned into a sigh-like whimper as he murmurs to himself, "Ah, shit, dude, I shit myself." Quickly, everything falls into a dead silence, into a pitch.
May you gain some insights through his sacrifice.
Ah, that was weird.
Is this all?
No. Come with me.
Don't trust her.
This is just the beginning of your life as the Maiden of War.
Damn, the Maiden of War?
You executioner!
Damn, okay. Damn, look at my flowers. La 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 la. Open the door, please. Sorry. Touch! 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 Bet. Damn, on the titty? You can't do that.
Do it then, executioner.
Bet, watch this, idiot. Oh my god. We went through his body.
I curse you to live in eternity.
Please, grant me release.
Let me dab you up.
When will this ever end?
Oh, hey, look, a youngling. You're next. All I hear are screams. And now it's your turn. Damn, could you imagine?
What are you trying to do with me?
I would imagine I am.
I have aged.
Damn.
The time has come for me to heed the summons of Thanatos.
Do it.
And journey to their domain.
Kill that bitch.
The final resting place of every
And her existence. Do it.
You're not that old yet.
She's a
You
hag.
still have many, many years ahead of you.
The only years ahead of her are in the ground.
No. I'm already dead.
Yeah, you are. Do it.
For I have come to fear my declining health and impending...
And now and take your rightful place at my side, Castris. Do it.
Will you give me one last chance to charge towards
Don't even let her
fear?
finish her sentence. Do it.
I can't take this
Damn
anymore.
it, Darth Castris. How else will you take my place?
It was I who brought you here from the frosty plains and set your
She forced you to do all this
in motion. It was also I, Chief Executioner of Idonia, who forced the heavy duty.
I mean, she did
of
force you to
executing others
traumatize. She did force trauma on you, like genuinely.
I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about my faith.
I can sense your anger, young Casteress. End her life, and take your rightful place at my side, and we will crush the Republic. I mean, the Council of Elders.
I never had a choice.
Come.
Indeed. We essentially abducted you.
Then destroy the Jedi. End this now, and the reign of the Sith will take hold.
Yet you can end any sinful life with just a
Do it!
touch of your
Brother, this guy stinks!
Hey, what the fuck?
It should be easy for you to escape from here.
I'll never do that.
And you leave me no choice.
It doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death, or how readily they accept it. I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
You're a pussy. I mean, you're kind-hearted.
What do you mean?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all this time because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know no one else in the world would understand the weight of life and death.
Oh my god, yapping amulet.
In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination.
Hey, think of it, 3 months. You will enjoy the book, girl.
Reach. Humans should not resist it. You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle. And when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must care.
No.
I am reading the text, by the way. I'm not just skipping.
Come now.
She just talked a little too slow for me.
It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least that you possess the resolve to become one. Come now. It's time.
Oh, you're the Titankin?
I've already taught you all that I know.
Yes,
Show
kneel.
me that you...
Shut up, hag. Me and my sister are gonna fuck you up.
May death protect us.
Nice. Ooh, this looks great.
This was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the elderly woman before me.
Consensually, chat.
The executioner, who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else. A gasp for air, a wistful look in her eyes, and a barely perceptible tremor in her fingertips. Elder Amunet, the person who tried to teach me about death, ultimately vanished like dew in the morning mist. She spent her life embodying the beliefs of the Idonians, and when death finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have nothing but respect for her.
Even though she was a bitch.
I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls with the others I had laid to rest. Then, I set out once more in search of Thanatos. It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. Life finds meaning in death. The world improves because there is an end. It seems the most terrible darkness in this world.
She deserves a hug? Oh, 100%.
Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to
Well, because
seek an
you're...
answer.
Well, she doesn't know that, but she's part of the previous cycle.
Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. And now, at the end...
Hey, what up, KF?
I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, can do more than taking things away. Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
I don't want to die. Please,
Oh.
I fucking you just let me go. I don't want to die, please.
Wait! We've seen this!
I don't...
This is the short!
I see hands.
Wow, they put it in the game? That's actually fire. I think this is the first time they've done that. I could skip this, because we've technically already seen it. But... don't. HSR spoiled us? Yeah, they actually did. Because I think it would have been crazier if they showed, if I saw this in the game first. I feel like if they do this in the future now, I hope they do it after the fact. My reactions, no! Is that supposed to... I'm assuming that's the same elder that we just killed. Good riddance. What's my Star Rail anime? I've said it before, and I'll say it again every time I see one of these.
Only you can grant them peace.
Dab her up. I will say now with the context of her probably being the same castress from before is nuts. Well, it has to be, because even in this short, it shows the Pollux, like it shows her sister. Why were you given that power, bitch? You crossed through the plains of hell, the underworld, for this. God, this is depressing. Hold my stick. Aww. She doesn't even have her sister with her. Because Castress from before was at least, like, happy because she had a sister. Someone she could at least, like, depend on and hold. Because they weren't cursed with this power. This very Quasimodo-esque music. Damn, you see, that's what I'm saying, Shino. Like, if you don't, like, see this beforehand and see it in the game, like, it's such a huge, it would have been such a huge deal. I mean, even now, this is still crazy because not everybody's going to watch all the trailers and videos on YouTube. I only do that because I'm insane and I'm a content creator. But having it without the context, you see this one way. Having it with the context is still nuts.
Is that you, Casteress?
Damn.
All of them have gone.
Yeah.
Heeding death's summon. Crossing.
Oh, it 100% is Majin.
domain.
Not the Full Metal Alchemist type song.
I don't fear it. Just, I have some regrets. Watching people leave this world again and again. It must be lonely for you.
Yeah.
You must want to desperately embrace them before they go. I can't. These hands, they're too cold.
Damn. Yeah.
But Big Sister Casteress, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
Damn. Damn. Still hurts. Oh my god. A life where she didn't have the curse. I mean, the crazy part is, this was probably her past life. That was probably her past life.
Can hands like these really be warm?
Damn. Oh hey, it's that dear son, daughter coming for revenge. I know what you did to my father. I will remember. I remember everything.
On the day that Oryx's trial ended, you must have had many questions. I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphorius's fate? I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do, even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove. And it was obvious that nothing had happened, when an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart. When I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me, it wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted, but that your soul no longer belonged to this world. And there was nothing left for my hands to take.
Damn.
Nothing. And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality, just that I'm unwilling to accept it. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death.
Down the road, down the witch's
I am
road.
anything I wish to hold on to. Death will inevitably wrest from my grasp. From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again.
Damn.
Until Oryx laid bare the cruel truth before us.
Where the fuck are we now?
But now,
oh,
perhaps I might have one last chance.
Okay.
Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation.
Damn.
I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling, but a perfect reflection of my past.
Hold on.
Embraces in this world are born of reunions. Yet, my touch speaks only of farewells. In that moment, I had no doubt that this destiny would weave itself through the entirety of my life. And yet, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, perhaps I can rewrite the meaning of that fated prophecy. I have no reason not to give it my all, for your sake, and for my own.
Thank you for telling me your thoughts. Should I pretend that I didn't hear any of that? Like the fuck?
That, I won't have any regrets.
Bet. Castros talks to you about the gift she gave the other Chrysos heirs, and before you know it, she arrives at your gift. A kiss? Kiss?
Let's put that aside for the moment.
Bitch!
We've arrived. I want to retrieve a small gift I specially prepared for you. I made it myself.
All right.
The journey to seek an audience with the Death Titan cannot be an easy one. I want to make full use
I get it.
of
You want to live life. You're happy. Is it a brooch with my face on it?
No,
a brooch.
It
Relax.
isn't. You'll
I
know
read
when you
smooch.
see it. Look, it's right there.
It's gone! The gift was my presence.
Huh? Where did it go?
Oh, did we get robbed by
going
Cypher?
on?
Looks like someone left something behind. Oh, the gift wasn't expensive. Did you get in trouble with some Phantom Thieves? Nah, that's Zenla Zone Zero.
Corrupt grown-up. What's this?
Who would have thought?
A coin of Zagreus and a slate. So it's her.
Holy moly, a kitty thief!
No doubt about it.
Jesus
This
Christ.
is her favorite symbol. It's a Lady Cypher, the demigod of Zagreus, whom Lady Aglaia had
No
spoken
shit.
of.
Sorry.
So many years have passed, yet she's still announcing herself in such a crass manner. Let's just do as the slate says.
Alright, let's go look for Lady Cypher. I'm not reading all that. To retrieve the gift and teach Kitty Phantom Thief a lesson, you head to the market and find the short spear she left behind. Okay. Can I actually... No,
Look, it's right there.
Wow, it's right there, guys. This is the golden short spear mentioned in the thief's letter. And chat, with that, I unfortunately do have to end the stream here. But hey, we made progress. Go us. Go us. We made progress. Yeah, I have to get going, unfortunately. I would have played more if Star Rail didn't take so long to update on the PlayStation. But, thank you everybody for stopping by. Yeah. I will be back on Wednesday.
The taste of victory was horrible, but figures.
Nom 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 nom. My goal is to at least try to finish this week, but we shall see.